Wait, that's not a good camera angle for
Jesus. Oh boy, here we are live at ZimCon. ZimCon, the largest guitar convention in
ZimCon.
Arizona. We are live from ZimCon. They just, I guess, the cameraman just asked the gentleman to move. There's probably about maybe 3,000 people there at Zim's Guitars today.
behind the scenes.
Big day. They asked Neanderthal to host there, and as you could see, he's helping host ZimCon, and it's an incredible turnout.
Look at that. He has the EVH shoes on. That's awesome.
It's an incredible turnout. He definitely dressed for the event. This is the guitar giveaway, basically counting down the hours to the anniversary of the passing of Eddie Van Halen. They'll be there till midnight and giving away at least one guitar an hour until then. And then tomorrow, giving away, I believe, 20 guitars, Johnny, over at Zim's Guitars in Arizona.
That's very exciting.
That's very, very exciting. Clearly, it's drawn enough crowds. They have people behind barriers there. Due to COVID restrictions, I think they're only allowing a certain amount of people in at a time. But it's very exciting. So, if you start driving now from out of state, you could probably get to Zim's Guitars in time for tomorrow for the rest of ZimCon that started today.
Yeah, I think so. And actually, the address should be right here on the screen. If anybody,
I believe the address is on there.
Wants to,
it's pretty
wants
great.
To head over there.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I think
maybe get to meet Neanderthal and Dane Zimmerman. Get to meet them, and it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting.
Yeah. Anybody wants to head on down?
Yeah, send pizzas. Definitely send pizzas or bring pizzas. There we go.
These guys look like they like pizza.
Yeah, Hellstorm, we'll be talking about that. Stop jumping the gun. I love when everyone in the chat says, "Hey, talk about this. We got this. We got this. We'll talk about it. Just stick around. Stick around. We got this." There's Zim's Guitars. If anyone wants to send pizzas to any of the people in the building or the waiting crowd outside, 3,000 people outside of Zim's Guitars hoping for a chance at one of those free guitars in the next 24 hours. That's pretty generous and amazing. Christopher Live Sauer says it's only a 29-hour drive from Michigan. Take a flight. Why not?
You got
5-hour drive from LA, Vista Light. Absolutely.
Actually, in 29 hours, I think, 30 hours from now, that place will still be there.
There we go.
So check it out.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll be right back. Hey, you're on. You're on camera.
We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Hey, we're live right now. Oh my gosh.
Who's that guy back there?
He doesn't know. The last time I saw that scene, it was in a prison movie.
Oh, look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Neanderthal hosting live from ZimCon. Where probably 1,000 pizzas will soon be arriving to feed all the people. It's amazing what's going on there right now.
Oh, it's incredible.
They're letting
that.
what? They're letting about 20 people into the store at a time at ZimCon. Everybody, I believe they're working at that. Everyone gets a raffle ticket number for those free guitars. The eyes have it. Aye, aye, Captain.
You're
I wish that
muted, by
mic
the
was
way.
on. Paulie,
Yeah.
you're muted in
Oh,
case
you're
you don't know.
muted.
You're
Can you even
muted.
hear
We
us?
can't hear you.
Because of all the deals, they had to mute.
Still not on.
Hello?
Say something, Paulie.
There's probably a mute
There's
button
got to be
at
a
the bottom.
button on the computer or
There
something.
it is.
There. Now we hear you, Paulie.
Regrets. I've had a few. I was drunk, and so were you. We didn't know quite what to do, so we did it sideways. Regrets. I've had a few. Doing this show with both of you. One's on the spectrum, the other a Jew. And I'm hanging with Dane.
That's on you.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the show.
Hi,
Hey.
Paulie. How is
Let's listen-
ZimCon?
Let's
How
listen to how business is done at Zim's Guitars.
Oh boy, there it goes.
$1.99. I was like, Dad, I want this one. He's like, no.
Ice Cube is thinking about optioning this for white barbershop. You guys are all over the internet now.
Whatever, dude. Famous. Finally, with my clothes on.
Nobody has signed a release.
This is like Zim's OnlyFans.
Is anybody in this store on a diet?
The the line for the glory hole back room is really getting backed up.
By the way, what's going on here? What is this thing? What is that?
What are we looking at?
Let me put that back there. Let me do the full shemp.
His hair.
Your hair?
All right,
What
I'm
about
going to
your
mute
hair?
right now so these guys can do business. I didn't ask for permission for any of this stuff.
Business, like the little rascals. Hey, Spank, we're doing business today. Right, Alfalfa.
Wow, this is so exciting.
This is. I've never seen
amazing.
the last time this many people were in Zim's store was when they were building it, the construction team. There you go.
Or opening day, maybe.
Opening day, yeah.
This actually looks like grand opening of something.
This looks like Grand Central. This is great. ZimCon.
Wow, what a camera angle. Well, hey, welcome everybody. Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live. It's
Live.
October 5th, 2021, 8:20 p.m. Eastern, 5:20 Pacific. 5:20, I think actually where it is, where business is being done right now.
Yeah. In Arizona. At Zim's Guitars.
At Zim's Guitars. Hey there,
ZimCon.
Sean.
Sean. Louisiana strong, man. Glad you're okay,
Hey,
brother.
Good to
Thank you.
see you. Good to see you,
Very,
man.
very cool.
And we're still eating the what do you call it? The
The
spices.
spice. I still have
still
some
have-
spice.
We still have some of that. It's amazing.
Some of these slap your mama spice. Still have
Yeah.
some.
It's amazing
Yeah.
stuff. I'm
Very
making
cool.
ribs with it tonight. actually.
And I'm driving 5 hours to taste Johnny's ribs. Then I'm having his barbecue.
Oh my gosh. Man, you guys. Well, hey, let's say hello to the top tier of channel membership here on Johnny Beane TV.
The big bosses?
The big bosses of the channel members. There's a join button right below the 28 thumbs ups. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
The top tier of channel members are the executive producers, including Dave Ennis, Mike Neese, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Wayno, False Flag, Andy Carson, Michael B, R Habs, the Chad, Lenny Lou and Mary, James Gum, John Moronic, Stephen Franklin, Michael Smith, the Captain, Thomas Santiago, Joe Christian, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael?
Or as the bot last night called him, Steve Carr Mitchell. We had a good time last night. We were doing like a podcast. Steve Carr Mitchell is
Mitchell.
I think is his new name.
New handle.
And look at that.
Look at that. That's one of the 20 guitars being given away tomorrow, I believe. One of the 20 Van Halen guitars given away tomorrow at Zim's.
Nice.
Yeah. That's great.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Hey there. So as you can see, Sean, he sent a super chat that changed the color of these lights back here. Any donations towards the channel, towards these shows, will change the color of these lights. It's magic. So try it out. We're also live on Johnny Beane TV Facebook page, where Sherman Callahan sent 500 stars. Thank you so much, Sherman.
Thank you, Sherman. Wow, that's like a Sherman tank.
Very cool, man. Facebook stars. There you go.
While you're doing that, I got to go grab my Bang energy drink. I forgot to grab it, and now I'm thirsty.
Uh-oh.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. We're also live in the Van Halen 1974 to 2020 Facebook group, the second largest Van Halen group on Facebook. So if you'd like to join, if you'd like to get in on with a party where it's always a party, click the link in the chat. There it is, right there. Right there. Or just search EVH fan page, all one word, within Facebook. Within Facebook. That my voice is changing. And this is also a podcast, so you can actually listen to these episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, on Johnny Beane TV Facebook page. There's actually a podcast tab now where you can listen. iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and SoundCloud. So make sure to follow me. And you can follow me on Twitch if you're into gaming or IRL streams. There's the link right there. A lot more content in the very near future over on my Twitch channel. So make sure to give me a follow over there. And actually, there was a book released today. Eruption: Conversations with Eddie Van Halen. Check out, I did a few interviews with Brad Talinsky and Chris Gill. One of them was on Amazon Live. Check out my Amazon shop for that. We also did one here on YouTube. And we did one on my Instagram at EVH Gear Live, my EVH Van Halen fan Instagram account. So check those out. And with his Bang Energy, here's John.
There we go. I just put it down. Listen up. Bang energy drink. Delicious Bang energy drink. And I'm purposely drinking this flavor today. Can any of you in the chat guess why today I'm drinking cotton candy in a pink can, particularly? Come on. Anyone who follows me on Facebook or Instagram knows exactly why I am sporting a pink beverage today. Who can guess it first? Let's see who guesses it. Not you, Johnny. Ah, Hellstorm said it right. It is indeed October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And for those that know me, know I am a huge breast cancer awareness charity advocate. So let's take 1 minute, just 1 minute of the show, and let's put down this delicious Bang energy drink in cotton candy flavor. Thank you, Bang, for being pink. And let's talk about breast cancer awareness. Right now, I'm wearing a shirt that says, as pink as it gets, sporting a pink scarf. Blue Rhino is even sporting a pink scarf today. There's a pink guitar behind me. And today's show and tell guitar is also pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So let's talk briefly about that. I promise I won't bore you, but this is important to everyone that's listening to my voice right now. Breast cancer awareness affects men and women. It's not just a women's disease. It's a men's disease as well. It's very rare in men, but you still have to be aware of it. So let's just go over this. October, all of October, wear pink. Make it Pinktober. Spread awareness. You don't even have to give money, but if you do give money to breast cancer awareness charities or the American Cancer Society, it's great. But the biggest thing of all is awareness, spreading awareness. October is the month that you, as a woman, if any women in our audience are listening, I hope you are, October is the month for mammograms. You schedule a mammogram like clockwork. You don't skip it because breast cancer doesn't sleep. So schedule a mammogram. If you're a guy listening and you have a wife, a girlfriend, a daughter, a sister, a mother, an aunt, a friend, a cousin, whoever is female, you make sure to tell them that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month and to know your girls. Now, I say know your girls. Ladies, I mean touch yourself. Now, guys, don't get turned on because we're going to stay serious here. Touch yourself. Be aware of your breasts. Be aware of your girls. Know your girls. If you feel anything unusual, any lumps, anything like that, you make sure you see a doctor about it and schedule your mammogram anyway, no matter what. Now, guys, also, if you feel any irregularities in your pecs, it can also affect guys. So don't take it lightly. Go see a doctor and don't be afraid because early detection is what makes you survive breast cancer. They have all sorts of cures and everything now. They have all sorts of treatments. I have friends and relatives and whatnot that either survived or are currently going through breast cancer. So it's very, very important that you make sure to get your mammogram. Tell everyone that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Wear pink and be aware, be self-aware of your body. So there you go. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October, and I will have a pink show and tell guitar for you guys later in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So spread the word. October, Pinktober, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you. All right? There we go. And there you go. Lee Safko brings up a good point. Peter Criss had breast cancer as a male. It does affect just, and listen, I played a doctor on TV. Yes, I can check you for breast cancer, but it would just be for humor's sake. So go see a real doctor. Always. Get that mammogram. Schedule that mammogram. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, we apparently there's a phone number on the screen here.
I see that.
Look at this. We actually got this just in. Mary of Lindy Lou and Mary fame.
Mm-hmm.
Mary and her Tisca Del Rey. That Zims.
Not isolate my girl there. I was chewing on her panties. I showed that on Facebook, and everyone on Facebook and Instagram was looking at that and jealous of me eating Mary's panties crotch out. Look at that. 85 years sexy. God bless you. And how cool does she look with that guitar? I'm getting a boner right now.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus. This is I gotta cover this up. Look at that. Congratulations, Mary. And thank you again for last week's care package, including those wonderful panties that I chewed the crotch out of. Yeah, baby. Johnny, did you see I posted a photo of that, a screen grab, and my Facebook and Instagram followers went nuts watching me eat Mary's crotch out of her panties.
I saw that.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome. Because she's a hot little minx, 85 years young, in need of a beating. She's Mary. Shave your pussy so it's not so hairy. Don't worry, though, it's not scary, because I'm going down on Mary. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Love Mary.
Thank you for the photos, Mary.
Yeah, Mary looks great with that guitar. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to our other beloved channel members. I know we're competing with the Yankees Red Sox game right now, so I know I know a lot of you guys are watching this in the rerun. But let's say hi. Let's say hi to everyone else in the meantime. Oh, her grandkids are mortified, Lenny Lou says. Stick around, kids. Stick around. Wait. Nice. Jimmy Carr in the chat. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat. Jimmy Carr, E flat 916, Sharon Wilgus. Sharon also giving me a boner. Let's see. Christopher Live Sawa, Mike Neese, KXM Rock, Keith Campbell, Linny Lou, and my little geriatric sex kitten, Mary, Craven Soda. Is that Mary? Is that? Craven Soda, Lee Sofko, Vistalite 1972, KXM Rock, Fret Level Midnight, Mike Neese, Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. Let's see who else in there. Who else we got?
Say hi in the chat.
Browns fan in the chat. Now you're gonna set it all over the place. Browns fan in the chat. Yostinator, Hellstorm, and my screen just went nuts. Kai Matthews, Chuck Leggio, Janice la 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 Janice la 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 Can't Drive 55. Jesus Rapes Me in the chat. Tim Thomas in the chat. David Ennis. R2R3 Locking Not Down in New Jersey. Papa Blue. Not to be confused with Papa Smurf or Papa Boner. My girl Sandra Picorni. Picorni, Picorni, me love you a long time. Love that. Let's see who else we got.
Where's everybody watching from tonight?
Brian Davies.
Where's everybody washing from?
Where's everyone washing tonight? Did you go? Are you washing your privates? Fred Level Midnight. Everyone washing something? Let's see. Who else we got in the chat? Sean Johnson over in Louisiana. Louisiana strong. Shout out to my friends out there. Keith Campbell in the house. Michael B in the house. Jeff Davidson in the house. Let's see. Who else we got?
Wayne on Facebook.
Wayne on Facebook. Thank you. Let's see. Mark is probably also on Facebook, I imagine. Let's see. Who else we got? The original Power Mutant. Lee Safko. James G. Let's see. Hellstorm is washing his balls in the shower, and I'm glad you're watching us as you do. Dave, all night in the house.
Leo, thank you again, man.
Boner Jam's in the house. Oh, is that a Halen quarter?
Yeah, from my Frankenstein.
Nice.
Right there.
Let's
Thank
see.
you, Leo.
Boner Gems in the house. Derek Hall in the house. Welcome. Eric Salinas in the house. Let's see. Murphy. What's up, brother? And everyone else that's popping
Everybody.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this lovely Tuesday baseball battle between the New York Yankees and the Red Sox. As down below, ZimCon is going on. All our viewers are at one of those two events. They're either at ZimCon trying to snag a free guitar because he's giving away so many of them, or they're over watching the ball game.
I think everybody left.
Yeah.
You can't see any.
Mark
oh wait,
here.
there's.
We'll watch
Oh wait,
it. There we go.
There's somebody.
Someone's whose crotch is that? It looks familiar. Let's see. Is it Oh, I know those moves. That's Dane Zimmerman.
No,
That's not Dane.
that's we saw you last time, didn't we? No, it was a guy back there we saw.
There he is.
Who are you?
There's that happy face.
Let's see your ID.
Yeah, let's see your credit card number and social security number too while we're playing with it.
We're hungry.
Let's see. Look at that.
Oh,
Johnny,
you're the guy that
spotlight
got
that.
the acoustic, right? The acoustic amp. There's Dane.
There's Dane. Look at how busy that store is.
Wow.
This is the busiest. ZimCon is at full throttle. Everyone's in the back in line at the glory hole, and almost 3,000 people outside waiting for those free Van Halen guitars.
Oh, hey,
Amazing.
Amber. Haven't seen you in a long time. Amber Bell, good to see you.
Amber's what, on Facebook or
On Facebook, yeah.
Oh, hey Amber.
Amber, dude.
How are you doing?
Haven't seen you for like a year.
Speak for yourself, Johnny.
Oh,
Some of us get to see Amber more often. Just saying. I mean, unfortunately, it's not me, but wishful thinking on my part. There we go. I think a lot of pizzas are about to arrive at Dane's place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, send a pizza. Those guys, they look like they're starving.
They look like they could eat. They look like they're hardworking, playing guitars, and a pizza for each of them, I'm sure.
They look like they've already had a pizza.
At least one. Where's the breadsticks? Those cheesy sticks. Give me them cheesy sticks.
Good stuff.
What is that? Paul's playing Eruption. Nice. Jesus Rapes Me says, if Mancoot is here, who's manning the glory hole? Guy in blue just walked by. Yeah, fellas, there's a glory hole back there, and there's someone really pounding down cock. You got to get down here. They're giving away Van Halen guitars and everything.
Thank you, Amber.
Oh no, Amber missed everybody but me. It's just me and Johnny right now. And she's like, I miss Blue Rhino, I miss Johnny. She's like, I didn't miss Mancuda. Kai Matthews says Dane is back there sucking on those breadsticks.
Oh my gosh.
Just because they got yeast on them, don't make them breadsticks.
Fret level, thank you, man.
Thank you, dude. The mashed potatoes. Now it's a party. They're getting buttered and salted and mashed even further. I'm whipping them. Whipping up them taters. Oh yeah. So today's show and tell guitar is Pink. Thank you, Jeff Davidson. At least Jeff Davidson missed me. I wasn't gone, Jeff. I
Mhm.
wasn't. I didn't go anywhere. I was,
Mancutta.
that's all right. I'll take it. I'll take it. You're allowed to misspell my name. My name is hard to spell. What bothers me is when people misspell the first name John. It's like it's 3 letters. It's
Yeah.
like they spell it John. It's like, nope, that's not me.
I,
Mine's the same spelling as John Bon Jovi, but minus the good looks, charisma, career, money,
everything.
talent, fame. Yeah, everything. Pretty much
Everything about him, minus everything about.
Yeah, I'm like dog shit on Bon Jovi's shoe, actually.
Wow.
Nice.
I actually get on my Starbucks. I get JHONNY a lot of times.
Johann Beane. Beane.
Yeah.
You should just put coffee bean. That should be the name you put on there. Just say coffee bean.
I'll do that next time.
There you go.
I'll do that.
Let's see. Thrashmel and Funrest bring it up. The man who originally made the statement was Mantan Moreland, who is most famous for playing the black chauffeur in Charlie Chaplin's movies and for the 1941 film King of the Zombies. Moreland also recorded a comedy album, This Ain't My Finger. That sounds like something John Valby would produce, or George Carlin, This Ain't My Finger.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that's where the Beastie Boys sample comes from. Speaking of samples, I was talking about this last week. Lexi Fox of Steel Panther, he left to join a band called Gods and Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And Gods and Monsters basically is starting to release music. I mean, first of all, I don't think anyone should leave Steel Panther. Steel Panther is like so fun and popular, and everyone loves Steel Panther. Why would you leave Steel Panther? Well, Hollywood Gods and Monsters, which is what they're called, Hollywood Gods and Monsters. Let's see. They just put out a sample of a song, and what it is, it's kind of weird the way they're doing this. It's like a mix. It's like a mashup song with parts of samples from Van Halen, the Jackson 5, and Macklemore. Van Halen, I think it was Jamie's Crying. I think the Jackson 5, Dancing Machine, and Macklemore, I'm Gonna Pop Some Tags. And that's basically what it is. They're kind of a funk, rap, hip hop band that kind of mashes up songs and makes songs out of them. Like more than just a little sample. I thought he was joining a straight ahead rock and roll band, because it's like, you're coming from Steel Panther, what are you gonna do? I mean, you're gonna, you're playing bass and everything, but it's like listening to this, it's almost like a DJ with multiple turntables, and he's kind of mixing part of Michael Jackson with Van Halen, with Macklemore, with Van Halen, and I'm just like, huh. It's kind of an interesting sound. I don't know if I like it or I don't. Have you heard this, Johnny?
No, I have not.
Look up when you get a chance. Not during the show, of course, but look up Hollywood Gods and Monsters, and they have a sample out. And here's a photo of them, so you can see. There they are. You see Lexi in the front. This guy right here. This is Lexi Fox right here. It looks different without the makeup, right? And the long hair extensions, the wig.
Yeah, there's actually no nose or mouth, but
yeah, no, he's just a blank face. He's wearing a stocking on his face. obviously that you can't see it, but check out. I'm curious to see, if you're in the audience, don't do it now, but after the show, listen to Hollywood Gods and Monsters, listen to the sample of song they put out, and tell me what you think of it. I honestly don't know if I like it or dislike it, because on their own, obviously I like Van Halen's Jamie's Crying, and
right.
I think it was Jamie's crying. I heard it earlier. I think it was Jamie's crying. I know it's Michael Jackson's Dancing Machine. I know it's Macklemore's Pop Some Tags. I'm curious what you guys in the chat and the audience think of this. It's not exactly rap, but it's kind of like a rap hip hop dance thing. I don't know.
Is it Rock Your Effing Age? Is that
Um,
what it's called?
I don't even know what it's called. It says, let's see.
Van Halen.
Smash it, pump.
Let me see. I'm gonna turn my volume down. I'm
Go
gonna listen
ahead.
to a
Just
quick
give me an
sample
idea
of it.
give me an idea of what you think, Johnny.
Okay, I'll do this.
I'm curious. Because I heard it today and I was very confused. And I was confused in the idea that I honestly don't know if I like it, if I dislike it. I don't know if I like certain parts of it because I'm listening to Van Halen. I don't know if I like certain parts of it because, that's a pretty cool Jackson 5 song. I honestly don't know if I'm just like, oh, I like this. And, but then I'm realizing, wait, I like that it's Van Halen.
The Van Halen song is Mean Street.
Is it Mean Street?
Yeah.
Then, okay. Yeah. Then it is. Yeah.
Which
Right,
casual Van Halen fans, they might not really be familiar with that song. So
I love, that's my favorite album. I just literally forgot. I didn't misidentify the song while I was listening to it. I just forgot now in telling you, because I heard it this morning. I forgot which I remembered there was a Van Halen song in there. I remembered there was a Jackson 5 song. I remembered specifically which one. And Macklemore only really has one, real song. So or at least that I cared about.
Yeah. I mean, the song it's very busy.
Right?
I mean,
it's really a mashup. They're not even taking turns. It's like one song kind of layered on top of another song. And you're like,
it's almost like two different songs being played at the same time.
Make it stop! Make it stop! No, it's almost like a Clockwork Orange where they glued headphones to your ears and they strap you down and oh, I can't stop listening. So
that's kind of what it sounds like.
I'm very curious what everyone in the audience thinks of it because it's unique, but I don't know if it's unique in a good way or is it just weird to me? Or
I mean, I just listened to a few seconds of it just to make out the Van Halen part, and I think I'm good. Actually,
that was enough. That was enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like I just don't know if I like it or not. I'm really, really confused. Yeah, and Browns fan, I'm not telling you if it's a Vandenberg or not. You asked, and I appreciate you asking. There's guesses in the chat at what today's show and tell guitar is. It's very cool, I'll tell you that. It's very, very cool. So stick around for that. Let's see. But would you, Johnny, listening to that, would you have left Steel Panther to do that? Do you think that's going to be better selling, more crowds and more tours for that than Steel Panther?
No.
I don't at all.
No.
I see a wallet coming out.
It literally sounded like two totally different songs just being played at the same time. And then somebody else singing over it maybe.
Yeah, three songs at once.
Yeah. Maybe let me try it with headphones actually. Just to see because
I'm curious what you think. Hey, Mark Dillon. I'm very curious what you think. Tim Thomas doesn't like it. We'll give Johnny a few seconds. I'm very I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting some new rock music.
It sounds like a jam.
Right?
It sounds like a couple different songs. Is it even the original tracks? It sounded like they redid the solo on Mean Street. It sounded like somebody else played it. It didn't sound like Eddie.
I believe it's them. It's just them sampling songs and mashing them together. Michael B says a skip. Joseph D'Angelo. Hey,
Yeah.
welcome.
Hey, man.
Drew SGS 60. What did I say they're called? Hollywood.
They're called Hollywood Gods
and
Monsters, as an N, and then the what do you
the
call
word
it?
monsters, and then the
Well,
just the letter
after the-
N, like
after the
Guns
letter-
N' Roses.
Yeah, it's the N and then the little whatever that is on top.
Yeah, so it's basically where Lexi Fox went after he left Steel Panther, and I'm like, what is this? But I got it today, and I was very confused. I didn't know what was going on. Then I saw it. Oh, look, someone's got the Van Halen 1984 album in the store.
Oh, cool!
Very cool.
Look at that.
What do you got here, Dane? Nice. Dane has a nice pressing. Very freaking cool.
Business.
Oh, look at that. Money exchanged. We have money exchanged. Move in. Move in.
The cops are on their way.
Right now, you just see him open that record sleeve and little bags of brown rocks dropping out.
Oh my goodness.
That's great. And the money was exchanged on camera. You know, when Dane does his taxes, he's gonna be thinking, wait a minute, did I show some sales this year on camera? Because I'm claiming a loss, but I gotta see if I declared this.
Yeah, he's like, that security camera up there isn't plugged in, but that YouTube actually is.
Oh no, we're live on YouTube. Wait a minute. Don't
And
open that in the
Facebook.
store. Don't open that in the store.
Fist bumps.
And another satisfied customer leaves Zim's Guitars, knowing his sound purchase, a sound investment was made here today on this day.
That is correct. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Sure can. Sure can.
Okay.
How is ZimCon doing?
ZimCon. Oh, it's doing great. You know why? It rained today. And it's only like 75 degrees out right now or something. So people get out
It's
of their
raining
house.
cash at Zim's Guitars.
That's what you do
So-
in Phoenix after it rains and it gets colder.
So
Or at
everyone
least-
outside is in tents, holding tents. The
Yeah,
massive crowds?
everybody in the homeless camps are out walking around and doing things. Yeah. No, but
Nice.
when the weather breaks, everybody tries to get out of their house.
We got to get shirts made for ZimCon 2021.
Well, Paul still has to get a shirt. Hey, can we see?
Yeah,
Paul-
why don't you get
Paul,
Paul
do you have
a
a shirt yet?
while we're here right now?
Can we see
No,
you,
because
Paul,
he's a
get a
double
shirt?
X.
He doesn't have them in Neander sizes. By the way, why did I grab my
no.
tits for that? What was that all about?
Well, I'll tell you why, Paul, because you heard me obviously talking that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I
And
am
that
aware
is-
of breast cancer, so thank you. Mission accomplished.
There we go. Paul will also be aware and spreading the word to everyone. So, Dane, how much was that copy of 1984? Can't Drive 55 wants to know.
I sold that for $5.
$5. That man's got it on eBay right now for $39. He just put
I
it
know,
up.
right?
That's the thing, man. You go and you buy records now. If you go to a store,
Mm-hmm.
those things that we were paying $4.98, $5.98 for are now $19.99, $29.99. I saw the two record set, the like 180 gram vinyl of Led Zeppelin 2 was like $59 on vinyl. I said, you're
Wow.
high.
Nice.
For that, Jimmy Page better show up and remaster it for me.
I'm looking in the chat. Lenny Lou says Dane sent an XL shirt. Lenny tried to fill it, but it was bursting because Lenny Lou has these giant jugs. So Mary has two shirts right now.
Natural. Oh,
Yes.
natural.
Yeah. Lenny Lou has two fucking beer kegs on her chest. Those things are just beyond huge.
Hi, Ellie.
Yeah. And yeah, Mike Neese, Paul's
Oh.
built like a linebacker. That's a man's man right there. Sharon, Sharon,
Come on, dude. You got to do the Eye of the Tiger theme, like Fret Level Midnight's talking about right
What?
here.
Sharon, we all like tits here.
The Eye of the Tiger. Dane, Dane,
Dun,
Dane,
dun,
Dane.
dun, 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 dun,
Dane,
dun,
Dane,
dun,
Why are we doing
dun.
this? Is this
Dane.
like James attempts to be part of? Oh, Bacardi. Oh. Is she even watching tonight?
I hope Johnny turned off the thing I asked him to turn off, right?
Right.
Johnny?
Oh, Amber Bell.
Huh?
It-
To
it's-
you.
It's open that
Happy
that
birthday.
certain people can get into the chat today, right?
To you.
Mhm.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Everybody's allowed in the chat.
Yes.
Happy
Yes.
birthday, dear underage Southern girl.
Who is this?
Elvis didn't touch you in that squishy spot.
Where you were moist.
This is real comedy.
And
Real
let's
comedy.
also, speaking of birthday, let's wish Rob Johnson a happy birthday today. It's Rob Johnson's birthday.
It is?
Yes,
Great
it
guitar
is.
player.
Rob Johnson,
It
he
is.
of the I build more Van Halen replica tribute guitars than any human being should be allowed to build.
Yeah.
Like,
He's got
thankfully,
everything.
that's where his efforts are focused is on building tribute guitars because that guy could be a shack in Montana, dude. He's that good. His details are so detailed. He's a
Mhm.
cop too, by the way, so it's okay.
I
Mhm.
think I don't know if he's still an active cop. He was an active cop. I don't know if he's still an active cop.
I don't know. I've seen some pictures of Rob with the lady. He's pretty active.
Yeah, baby.
The funny thing is, I've never met Rob. I respect Rob severely. I think he's a great dude. I think he makes
Yeah.
some of the best replica guitars. I've never met the guy. I clown him. I joke around with him. I know he's very well regarded. Hi, Rob. He's also a masshole. So, I'm surprised we haven't met yet. It's not that big a state.
Yeah, no, Rob's a good guy, and
Yeah.
you know,
By all accounts, don't know him. Not going to bet
wishing-
him. He has guns.
wishing him a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, Rob. 29. He's so close.
Sharon Wilga says Dane loves women with red hair. Is that true?
I don't know.
Okay, I
Dan's
have
on the
that for a
phone.
second.
Hello, is this a fire crotch?
Oh, hang on a second.
Fret Level Midnight's on the phone.
Oh,
Hello, Fret Level Midnight.
Can we hear you?
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Oh, there he is.
I am doing awesome. I'm only here for a moment because I don't want to steal the show. So,
Please steal the show.
Yeah,
Dane's
yeah.
man,
We don't want to take the
going
blame.
to work, sells guitars, sells some basses. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, no.
Thank
you
you,
for
Fred
that.
Level.
But he won't ship guitars. He's too cheap to do it.
Nice.
Guys.
He's a guy who's a tiger. He's the cream of those guys.
Best Crocus album ever.
Screaming in the night, fighting for
That's my least favorite Crocus song.
for you. That is my favorite.
It's my
That
least
is my
favorite.
favorite.
I hate that song.
I love that song. That's a childhood favorite of mine.
I love their cover of Stayed Awake All Night.
Okay, Eat the Rich Crocus or Eat the Rich Aerosmith? What's a better one?
Eat the Rich Motorhead.
Aerosmith.
I do like the Aerosmith one.
Eat the Rich Motorhead.
Yeah, I like Aerosmith. Nothing against Crocus, and obviously nothing against Motorhead, but Steven Tyler just belts that fucking song. Totally
Especially if
out.
you hear the full album version where he does the whole rap in the beginning of it. It really is a well done song.
Yeah,
But it's
he's
still not as
great.
good as Eat the Rich Motorhead.
Well, listen, there's no wrong answer to that question, to be honest. All three
No,
versions
although
are really good.
I will tell you that Crocus is one of those bands that no matter what they did, they got kicked down. They were always going to be a second tier band. There was nothing they were going to do to ever be like up there. They were like a level below the second tier. They were probably the third tier. You had your big ones, your Bon Jovis, your Def Leppards, that kind of stuff. Then you had, the second level, the Rats, the Dawkins, the Warrants.
And it's not because they didn't work hard.
No, they busted their asses.
They
And Mark
really did.
Well, they
Storch is a-
did.
Yeah, fantastic vocalist. Their catalog is excellent, but for whatever reason, Crocus is one step above Riot. You know,
but here's the thing: they didn't have a particularly charismatic frontman. Nothing against Mark. I like him. I like his voice.
Great singer, great band.
But he's not one of those, pretty boy frontmans like John Bon Jovi that he's capturing the audience with his charisma. He's a good singer.
And Crocus is a shitty band name.
It's kind of a weird name.
It's a shitty band name. It sounds cool until you realize it's a fern.
Is that yeah?
Is it a fern, a little plant?
Fucking fern.
No, it's like you have Crocus, and it's like
that'd be the thing. If it were an STD, I'd be cool. I'm sorry, Mancuda, you've tested positive for Crocus. You'd be like, oh shit.
Oh man, is that what those blisters are? Is Crocus?
But if you can bring, if you sit back and you go, oh man, you see that rash? Crocus. God damn it. But if you you can bring home a Crocus and give it to your grandmother, that's not very cool.
Yeah.
Now, if it were an STD, you could give it to John's grandmother.
Or Mary, which
go.
Speaking of.
But yeah, Crocus is a horrible band name, and that screwed them, I think.
I mean, what do you think was their biggest hit? Midnight Maniac or
Midnight Maniac or Screaming in the Night?
Yeah, I mean, I love
Screaming in the Night. Covers. That's the other thing is they did a bunch of covers that were.
Ballroom Blitz wasn't in.
They did Ballroom Blitz. They did Schools Out. I mean, Crocus ended up American Woman. They got locked into doing covers and not in the good way like Van Halen. You know what I mean?
I think everyone did. I think everyone did. I think everyone did Ballroom Blitz, right?
Goes boom.
Speaking of Van Halen, false flag. Why didn't Van Halen? Why? Thank you, false flag. Why didn't Van Halen play Live Aid?
Money, maybe. Didn't most of that money go to?
Couldn't be bothered. Don't care about starving kids all around the world.
I don't think they were an active band.
Oh, I don't like children. Oh,
it was 86. I thought it was 85.
85. They were still an active band.
85 was the transition between Roth and Hagar.
Did they play like Farm Aid or something, or one of those?
Sammy and Eddie did Farm Aid. That was
it.
The unofficial coming out party.
Right.
But Crocus is a great band, by the way. Let's not. I'm not trying to demean Crocus. I own the catalog. I love the band.
Well, same here.
But they just got, for whatever reason. By the way, doesn't help. Let's just point this out. If you're marketing your album as music to inflame the human beast, again, it sounds like an STD. Music to inflame the human beast? Shut up. Just tell everybody you rock.
My genitals are swollen.
That's how April Wine did it. They just said, I like to rock. And people were like, okay.
I actually saw Crocus open for Twisted Sister opened for Crocus when they had all the trouble with
the wife's costumes. Yeah,
wife made them costumes and they never paid.
Yeah, Crocus is, and I think that's the other thing. I think Crocus had a little bit of, and correct me if I'm wrong, somebody that knows more about the band. I think Crocus had a bit of Quiet Riot syndrome too. I think they kind of thought they were a little bit bigger than they were,
or at least their manager.
Yeah, somebody was kind of a dick inside the organization. I think that hurt them. I think they burned a lot of bridges.
But at least Quiet Riot,
they were an AC/DC knockoff. I mean, in the beginning they were really kind of a poor man's Bon Scott era AC/DC.
Mm-hmm. But Quiet Riot at least had "Come On, Feel the Noise." I mean, that gives. Yeah, no, but their version, their song.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. And I like someone brought up, Beavis and Butthead. They called Mark Horseshack. They said,
yes, that didn't help. Yeah, it didn't
Horseshack.
Didn't help that it looked like they had Ron Epstein on lead vocals, or Ron Palillo, if we want to use the actual actor's name. This mic isn't on. Fucking Dean, moron.
Quentin, how are you, buddy?
I'll fix it.
Hey, Jay.
Smash it. The great Jay Hannon of the band Gizmachi in the chat.
I gotta say hi to Paul.
Okay, go ahead. We got Quentin on the phone.
You know, I only watched the show to see Paul's puppy dogs, so I'm a little disappointed.
Well, he's going to head home in a few minutes.
Well, no, Paul's going to take
wanna
off
be
his
doing
shoes,
it
and you
right
could see his sweaty dogs. Hold on a minute.
By the way, this
I don't know if you guys have already said something about
Yeah, it's on.
That's her.
yeah.
It's on.
tomorrow's the 1 year anniversary of Ed dying, right?
Tomorrow
Yes.
is
Yes,
the,
it is.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
The 1
and
year.
to commemorate that, Dane is giving.
I thought we were for a year already.
Dane, don't hold it so much to the microphone because my ears are blowing out.
Okay,
right
I'm
now.
sorry, bro.
No worries. I was saying, but Quentin, Dane is giving away 20 guitars at ZimCon. Dane is giving away 20 guitars at ZimCon
Yeah.
to commemorate Eddie's passing. That's why it's so crowded out there right now at ZimCon. So you got to be present to win, though.
Yeah.
So make sure you go down there with a pizza.
Or maybe he's doing a trade. Send a pizza in. You can.
We
Anybody
need
can call
pizza.
in. Send in a pizza.
Yeah,
Send us a pizza, man.
a pizza man.
A pizza. Man.
Quentin.
Yeah, send
how
us
you
a
doing,
pizza
Quentin?
man, a pool boy, and
Wonderful. Almost shot a guy today. Did you see the video?
I almost shot a guy today is not something you should say on a live
on
stream.
the air. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
probably
not.
not. I should never have repeated that.
What
If
he
someone
means is
missed
at
it,
the what he means
Somebody
is
who
at
shall remain
the
nameless.
Bukkake
shot a guy.
party. At the Bukkake party is what he
I was just
means.
gonna say.
Actually, here's a piece of advice. If the guy behind you just gently beeps his horn so you'll go through the green light, do not get out of your car and walk up to that guy's
No,
window,
stay in the car.
okay?
Quentin, what state do you live in?
Your car and
Kentucky.
walk up to my window.
Yeah, good way to get shot.
I got to that dash cam. That was only the second time in 30 years I actually placed my hand on my firearm because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, no, understandable. Wouldn't advocate that for anybody, but I understand.
Hey, you kids getting some rain, some water, stuff out of the sky out there in Arizona?
We did get some rain.
It's still
I
cloudy.
I swear, it sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher on the fucking mic.
I know.
What?
Quentin, call us next Tuesday. Okay, brother.
All right, thank you, Quentin.
Hey, man.
Holy crap! It's like
Wow.
Kentucky, everybody.
Peppermint Patty is phoning in right now too to answer the math
Okay.
question. What do you got in the bag, Paulie? That looks like food.
Water,
No,
because Dane doesn't have a refrigerator here.
There's a glory hole, but there's no
It's always
fridge.
something. It's always something.
Nice, yeah. Craven Soda says Quentin now has a SWAT team en route to his house.
Yeah, you never want to admit that you do. That you're gonna
Any of that stuff.
Kill somebody.
unload on
Any of that
somebody.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Right.
almost as stupid as
That type of unload you want to do. Yes.
That'd be fine, sure.
Yeah. That's what he meant. That's what Quentin meant. He wanted to unload on someone
Hi, Ellie.
like that.
Bass
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Bozique. Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
Steve
think we said that yet.
Carmichael.
Lee
Steve Carmichael.
Lee Sapko. Never admit. Never admit.
Never admit.
Never admit.
Never admit anything. Never.
Oh, Bozique in the house. Nice. So, how many people are actually on their way to ZimCon? Or is anyone in the audience driving
Or send us a
Zimcon to-
pizza.
to get one of those free guitars?
Yeah, there's so many people in here. It's
Oh,
ZimCon.
Simcon. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, ZimCon, where they're giving away free guitars, 1 per hour till midnight, and then
Throw
tomorrow
in the guitar you're giving away.
20. Tomorrow 20 giving away
Okay.
to commemorate Eddie Van Halen's passing.
Zim's going to give away a guitar for a nominal fee.
Nominal fee.
Figuring tomorrow is the anniversary.
Tomorrow's the anniversary of Eddie Van Halen passing away.
So someone got another Frankie that he's going to unbox.
Guys, you
Because
saw,
we've never seen one of these before.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what this one looks like. What the striping pattern is
That's
the
a different
quarter
one?
right?
Actually, there is something I want to point out on this one. And Johnny, you have one of these, right?
Correct.
I used to have one. Do me a favor, Johnny. Go get yours for a second, and look at the back cavity. Now that usually means something different when you're alone.
Yeah, that's what we do in the back room of Zim's guitars.
I will not buy it, Black Salami.
Look at that.
Shockingly, it looks like Eddie Van Halen's guitar. Nobody would have
Amazing.
guessed. But it's interesting. There's two things I want to see from Johnny. Johnny, you have yours? Hold it up to the camera. All right. So they are routed out very similar down by the bridge pickup. Although this one looks like it has a little bit more room on the outside of the bridge pickup. See how much it's routed out? It definitely looks like a bigger routing job.
Here, let's do this.
What's the serial number between the two of them?
See how Johnny's doesn't look anywhere near as
does.
big.
That's
Wait a
genetic.
minute. What are
That's
you talking
genetic.
about?
Turn it around, Johnny. I want to see the back cavity. Giggity.
Bend over.
All right. Yep. Yours is clean too. I thought
Tickle the
back
balls.
cavity- I thought
Cup.
the back cavity was way too clean.
Cup the
for guitar
balls.
that's supposed to be relic.
This is like a prostate exam right here.
we were just kind of thinking this should be aged in here a little bit, right?
Should be a little dirtier than it is.
Yeah, that looks very clean.
And look at how dark the relicing is. Look at how the Johnny's back of Johnny's is, where the scuffing is down to the bare wood. And look at Dane's. Dane, move yours a little bit. There you go. See it? A little darker. A
Yeah,
little darker. And the neck
Could
is a
be the
little darker too, I
Could
think.
be the camera, though. The cameras and the lights.
Could be.
Could be the
Let me
lights,
see
could
your
be the
the
lights.
neck on yours, Johnny.
I got a lot of light in here right now. All the lights are
Look
on.
at the fingerboard.
but which one is Eddie's real guitar?
Yeah, they're both pretty dark. Don't do that. You're embarrassing yourself.
We're going to get flagged for that. We're going.
Oh,
to
hey,
get
I don't
flagged
have the
for
little
that.
eye hooks.
Yeah,
Put
Johnny did
those
that.
in.
That's a customizing thing.
Customized.
And look at the difference in the paint on the upper bout too.
Look at this.
Oh,
Thank you to
so-
Leo.
fresh.
Leo
Got a
Savatage
Quarter.
sent
Fresh
this
quarter.
in. This will be installed. I think they're saying they want to see it this Saturday night.
Oh, cool.
They want to see that be put on.
Johnny's actually going to start a new show called the Quarter Change Show. It's going to be on Monday. It's going to be so you can change the quarters on your Halen guitars.
Make change for a quarter.
What the fuck band is that T-shirt supposed to be? Do you know who that is?
Colonoscopy.
It does look like
Colonoscopy?
It does look like colonoscopy,
Col-
which I'm having on Friday at 3:00 Arizona
Are
time.
you? Are you really? You know,
Oh yeah.
I think it's colposcopic or something.
that's nice.
There it is,
Is-
guys.
Who's taking you there and back, Paulie? Because you have
My
to be
friend
knocked
Laura,
out
the
for that,
lesbian.
right? Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Always
because her name
nice.
is Laura, and she's a lesbian. That way, I know nobody's going to take advantage of me on the way home.
Yeah, if you find those pants unbuckled, if Dane takes you home. I was looking for your wallet. It's not a sexual thing. It was a wallet thing.
Sharon Wilgus, yeah, Dane is a doctor. He's a practicing proctologist. Well, he deals with assholes all day. Same thing.
Oh,
Hey.
hey, hold on a second. I gotta disconnect for a sec. I'll be right back.
Apparently, the young boy has escaped from his holding pen. What the hell is going on here?
Oh my!
Got to disconnect for a second.
If he shows up wearing a diaper, it'll be like it's New Year's Eve again.
Oh my gosh!
There's like a fight going on behind in the store. See these two guys in the back? These guys are having they're starting to argue. Like I'm waiting for them to throw.
Hey, I'm 82nd Airborne. He's 101st. You know we're gonna fight.
Fucking ex-military guys. It's like frat guys. They don't realize it's over. War's over, gentlemen. We lost.
I didn't go to Iraq.
No, you're too old to have gone to Iraq.
I was in 76 to 79.
Oh, so you didn't even do anything. You were like a half-ass. You were in like Southeast Asia where we weren't officially there.
That's
Can't do it. He's afraid he's going to get flagged.
oh.
Yeah. He was in the 70s, and in the 70s we didn't do anything illegal.
There's no
Yep. No, yeah. Perhaps you've seen the movie Air America. We were never in Laos.
I never saw it.
I didn't think you did, Johnny. It's a good movie.
Man.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my
agree. Can't Drive
God.
55. We should live stream my colonoscopy. Just think of the intro to Doctor Who.
Did he say
Oh.
us being the same sentence?
I did. Yeah.
There's a Beretta back there.
Exit only.
You'll wake up. Doctor Who?
Yeah,
Wait.
and Kuda never leaves the mic. What's going on? What happened?
Yeah, something bad. Something bad's happening.
Something really bad happened. Did the dog get him? Does he have a
I don't
dog?
know. No, he doesn't have a dog.
Mancuda's not allowed to
What about the
congregate with
neighbor?
animals for
What
the
about
obvious
that
reasons.
crazy neighbor lady that he's got?
No, he might have another homeless guy on the overpass.
This is scary.
I don't know. We'll see.
Let's just sit here and wait.
Something really.
That way, when we shut it down at 3 hours, we can. Hey, Mancuda, you wasted 48 minutes.
Yeah. So what is that actually Zim's? I know we're saying it's Zim's Con. Is this a regular day?
I'm telling you, this is not a regular day. The reason I think a lot of people came in today is because it rained earlier. And when it rains and it gets cooler in Phoenix, people leave their homes.
They go outside. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is like the anti-winter, where the rest of the country, and you know this, Johnny, you're in California, when the rest of the country shuts it down and it's getting cold and they start going in at night when the sun goes down and they start lighting up their fireplaces and shit. Like I had a friend of mine who does radio in New Jersey, and she showed up for work today wearing her favorite heavy sweatshirt hoodie, and I'm like, hoodie? It's 100 degrees. But when it breaks down and it's only 100 degrees in Phoenix, people are like, ooh, can't get in the pool, too cold.
Sure.
So what happened there, Mancuda? You owe us an explanation.
No, I didn't turn on my AC, and I'm starting to feel the effects of having no AC on. I'm like, it's gonna be fucking 80 something degrees in here.
Yeah, all the paint's gonna melt out of your hair.
Usually I know. Yeah, I colored my hair back too, as you might have noticed. Yeah. No, that was something. It's kind of funny because I went into, we had the wrap party for I Am Gitmo film. And, I people had seen me just before, when they said, all right, we're done with cuts and everything with, I put gray in my hair, and I've been wearing it like that for over a month.
I put gray in my hair too.
Yeah. Well, so nature put some gray in both our hairs, but my point is I put more gray in my hair. So it was like really salt and peppery. And, I've been wearing it for, about a month and a half like that. And I looked at it and in the mirror after I colored it, back to full black, and it came out really dark, and it was so jarring to see it like that. I walked in the party and everyone's like, what the fuck happened to you? Because none of them had ever
seen. And his answer was, I'm so vain I couldn't wait till after the wrap party to color my hair.
I know, and that was really the impression I gave, because it was like
it's an accurate impression.
It really is. It really is.
You are. You weren't going
It
to go
really
to the
is.
post-rap party, to the rooftop parties you were posting pictures of looking your age.
Yeah, no shit. 29. You know, no, and the rooftop parties were great. The rooftop part, for those that don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I basically stumbled on a rooftop party in downtown LA a few nights ago. And I basically talked my way in and you know, gift of gab and all that, and then made friends with the DJ, and he invited me to another party at that same venue the next night.
Yeah, that was DJ Nambla, I believe, right?
Yes, DJ. Young boys, young boy, you're underage. Underage, rage in the cage. Yeah.
Normally we wait and the DJ, when the DJs play, wait for the beat drops, but at this party we're waiting for the balls to drop.
Yeah.
The whole time the whole party was playing Rock and Roll Part 2.
Yeah, there's me with a giant teddy bear in front of the DJ booth, and
one of these is a bear. The other one,
the other one's a stuffed animal.
By the way, we should point out, as
go.
much as I love her to death, Linda Carter had no idea that this was Fat Bear Week in the gay community.
I love that.
She didn't know what Fat Bear meant, and George Takei called her out on it, which is hilarious.
What was really funny is she said, I don't know, I didn't know it was actually about fat bears. I thought it was about gay men. And Takei called her out about it. It was very, very funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? Jay Hannon has a good point. If you grow that hair up, you grow the Jufro up just a little bit, buzz the sides, you're totally rocking the Kid and Play look.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a pajama jammy jam.
Oh hell yeah! Start wearing your clothes backwards. Oh no, wait, that's crisscross completely.
Nice. But this is the top is naturally black. The sides get gray on me. That's what gets gray on me is the sides. So
it
as
all
this
looks
grows
like a fucking
out,
merkin on a cue ball.
as this grows out, that's basically what you're gonna see is gray on the sides. I get like only a handful of gray hair on the top, like really like a couple of strands, but the sides get like Reed fucking Richards. You know,
I get the as you can tell from the beautiful lights here, I get the gray streak in the middle. It looks like a skunk stripe, which makes it look balding.
I don't think you look balding. I think you just have more gray in the center.
Yeah, I do, and that's the cool part about it is when my hair is
now.
down,
What are your hair is dark on the sides, or is it?
My hair used to be very dark, and now it's all gray, man. It's pretty.
But look at the hair on the sides. You get the opposite of what I get.
Yeah, sometimes
you have darker hair on the sides. I get grayer hair on the sides, and the top stays dark.
And if we keep going, yeah, it does look like Mancuda. Mancuda looks like Princess Leia. I'm never gonna Leia.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I used to, and you can still sort of see it. You can still sort of see it. It used to be red, like almost a red in my hair. Now it's just that straw fucking gray. It's all dry. Jesus Christ. I need a mani pedi.
Yeah, I need to grow out. I need to grow out my sides a little more because the sides used to be more full, and now that the top is like still the way it is, it's like ugh.
I may have to go see my my hairdresser, who is a Mexican guy, literally from Mexico. His family are still down there. He's up here making all the money and shooting it down there for them. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Which a lot of guys do.
Yeah. Super nice guy. But he himself has – the only problem I have with him is when he's done with my hair, he likes to put it in the man bun. And I'm like, dude, don't do that. Don't. His name begins with an F, and I can't remember it now. It's not Fulgencio, but it's like that.
Have you ever had a problem, Paulie, where like you go to like a hairstylist and they're like, I know just what you want, and then they cut this fucked up hairstyle and you have to live with it for a while? It's like, Johnny, spotlight me for a second. I have a massive fucking forehead. I have like a fucking Frankenstein fucking forehead, and I need bangs. I need some bangs. So it's like this cut doesn't help me. I need to grow it out a little more and get some bangs, because it's like I got to cover half this real estate or advertise on it, you know? So, or a bumper sticker or something. It's just too big, too much fucking forehead. I've always had a big fucking forehead. And it's like, yeah, like Jay says, a 5 head. I got a 5.
Hi,
head.
Ellie.
Yeah. Look at that head. Yeah. So I hate this fucking cut. It didn't look bad when it was all gray, because it was, you know, more military cut, so it looked better. But I just, you know, I just got to grow the sides out a little more and grow some bangs, and, you know, there you go.
Bang energy.
Yeah, Bang's Energy. That's what I'm going to do. Bang Energy is going to come up with an idea. They're going to put a bumper sticker on my head. Bang Energy. Delicious Bang Energy. Right here, Mancuda. Right here. Just put a can right there. No, we'll use the full one, even though I don't want to spill it on my mic. There we go, Mancuda. You just walk around like a big fucking unicorn. There you go. The Bang Unicorn. Yeah, Lenny Lou, I cut my hair like it's with a fucking Flowbee. Exactly.
So you got feel free to ask me about my show that I played Saturday if anybody's interested in knowing how we fucking rocked the Canyon Club in Santa Clarita, if anybody cares.
By the way, that was the show that they were scheduled to open for Jack Russell's Great White. Guess who didn't play?
Jack Russell's Great White?
No, Jack had emergency surgery on Friday.
On his what?
I don't know. I didn't hear any of the details. It's just that he wasn't here. But their band did play, and they were really freaking good. And they had
wait. They played without Jack?
Yeah. They
who was
continued
singing?
to play, but
who was
instead
singing?
of canceling, they went ahead and played. But they had a couple of LA session kind of singers come up and do some stuff, and it was still really good.
Jesus.
I know, but what
did they go on before you?
No.
Did you guys become the headliner that night?
I wanted to.
You should have.
That happened.
You should have gone up and sang, Dane. That was your big shot. You missed it.
You should have. It's like 1987, 88. It's a Thursday night in Boston, and it's a blinding snowstorm. I forget who we were supposed to open for. Wayno would Wayno wouldn't know. He was drunk. We were supposed to open for some band, and they canceled. There were like 5 bands on the bill, and we were 4th on the bill. So because the headliner canceled, we ended up headlining a bar called The Channel in Boston for about 18 people, not including the working staff there. Played the show like it was Madison Square Garden, but man, when the headliner cancels and you're screwed, just play the show and hope for the best.
You're not screwed, man. You got an opportunity.
Yeah, it was great. Now imagine you're Mark Farner from Grand Funk Railroad, and you find yourself 3rd on the bill behind us and a band above us.
Nice.
Dane's showing pictures now.
I got a photo. Here I am in the green room.
Dane, that's a dick pic. That's a dick pic. Get it off the air. It's a dick pic, Dane. Oh wait, that's you. That's you.
No, that's just Dane.
Who is that?
It's their lead guitar player, Robbie Lochner.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Robbie was in Fight for a while.
He did. He took over for Satchel after Fight.
His name is Russ.
Is his name Russ?
Oh,
yeah.
Is it really?
Oh, Russ Satchel.
Russ Parrish.
Yeah, but here we are hanging out. Here I am hanging out with Robbie.
And of course, Robbie's wearing a Mike Gobby's Headbangers t-shirt, which is good. Mike Gobby.
Shout out to Mike Gobby.
Mike does the most amazing marketing. I mean, for a guy who's a one-man operation, I see those t-shirts everywhere. Good job on his part.
Oh, let me tell you something. Mike's not only a great guy and has a great show. Plug. Mike sent me one of those t-shirts specifically in pink because he said, "Hey, would you wear my shirt?" I said, "What colors does it come in?" He's like, "Well, they come in white, but what if you wanted a pink one?" I was like, "That'd be fucking great, man. I would wear that." And you've seen it on the show before. I've worn it here.
Yep. Mike used to be
Smart
the
guy,
nice
guy, super nice guy.
Yeah, good dude.
Yeah, Mike Gobby's Headbangers, everyone.
Yep.
Come on,
Johnny's
Johnny.
not going to isolate that picture.
Come on, Johnny.
What
There, I
the
meant
fuck?
all out of focus, but
There you
I
go.
am.
There's Dane in,
We were rocking it.
in all his morning glory hole.
Playing Dave Ellefson Jackson.
And
Come
just
shot
like Dave
Dollar.
Ellefson.
So he was stroking the Ellefson.
I was.
Giving a peanut to his Ellefson. Right now, my mother is watching the show and she's wondering, what's with those big bumps on the side? Did he braid the side of his hair? Looks like Princess Leia. What happened? John, you should send a pizza to Dane.
Should send a pizza to Dan.
Someone should send a pizza to Dane.
Somebody send a pizza, please.
Paul, you'll help me eat a pizza?
Yeah, Paulie would love
The
some
pizza?
pizza right now.
Where's the pizza coming from? I'm a pizza snob.
Yeah, me too.
We'll just be surprised when it shows up. And we'll have to see what happens. If somebody sends us a pizza, I don't care where it comes from.
Yeah, if one of the audience
Although that
members wants to
Domino's
send a
wasn't
pizza
good.
down there,
That
the
Domino's
address
is not
the
good.
address is on your screen right now. If you want to send Dane and Paulie a pizza, that'd
Right.
be kind of nice. Yeah, they look hungry right now. And listen, if they don't get fed soon, it's going to be a problem.
Sharon Wilgus, I was a bouncer at one point. Then I realized there's no money in it, and the dental plan sucks.
Yeah.
Did you get punched in the nose? Have you gotten punched?
I've been punched, yeah. Does this look like somebody that hasn't been punched? Look at his nose.
He's got a boxer's pug. He's got cauliflower ears. What are you
Give us a
talking
good bouncer story. Give us a good bouncer story.
I'll tell you, the one night there was a bar clearing brawl, I was off.
about?
It sucked because I really could have used the bar clearing brawl. I didn't really bounce rough bars. I bounced the Hard Rock Cafe, shit like that in Boston. I worked with a guy named Matt Sensio, who, if you're a fan of David Lee Roth, you know that name. I worked with both Sensio brothers. Matt Sensio, who was David Lee Roth's manager. I don't know if he still is. And John Sensio,
he's only got 5 days left, so he
Right.
better.
And John Sensio, who was last seen on Home and Garden Television hosting like Cash in the Attic or something like that. He was on MTV for a while too. So, everybody took divergent paths. John went to MTV for a while and then ended up on Cash in the Attic and a couple other TV shows. Matt went to go and manage David Lee Roth for a while. And I've been doing morning radio here at this job here for the past 6-7 years, but in Phoenix for over 12 now. It's like I live here. I'm never leaving.
Anti-do-it-yourself HVAC says, if Johnny rips off a decent version of Eruption right now, I'll send 2 pizzas from anywhere they want, plus I'll get the tip too, which is good because Dane never a tip.
Yeah, Dane. Just a tip just for a second. Now, Johnny would love to rip off a round of Eruption now.
But he cannot.
We'll get flagged.
And that'll screw up the video.
It screws up the video. Not that anybody's watching anyway, but
yeah. Well, no one will be able to watch the rerun. No one will be able to watch the rerun, which is sad.
Right.
Okay, good bouncer story. Doesn't involve violence at all. So
that's not a good bouncer story.
No, it's a great bouncer story because it's a story about.
Does it involve chicks?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Welcome to Talking Guitars and 80's Bouncers.
There were so the tall
80s big-haired chicks.
So if you know what the tall ships are, that's the old like the USS Constitution, like the 3 masts, sail ship.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the tall ships are in Boston. They do this tour where they bring all these old military ships.
Isn't that like Ship Week or something that they have in the harbor?
Fleet Week.
Fleet Week.
Right.
Named after the famous enema company. Yes.
That's happening here. Fleet Week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they bring all these ships in, and they're the old 3-mast ships and stuff. And the Norwegian Navy is in. Now, yes, the Norwegian Navy is populated by 6-foot tall, blonde hair, blue-eyed, in amazing shape women, stunningly attractive women.
Boing.
And by the way, some of them are under 21. I've got to card them to get into the Hard Rock Cafe.
Nice.
So while that's going on,
The Hard Cock
later
Cafe.
on in the evening, This English woman is sitting at the end of the bar. So I walk over and I say hello and see, just trying to be sociable. And she starts telling me that she's staying in town for Fleet Week for 2 weeks at a corporate apartment. And would I like to come over after work?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And my answer is yes. I would love to come over after work. I get off at 2. And then I hear from the bartender.
Graffiti going off.
Yeah. I was like, dear Penthouse, I'm a bouncer at a corporate corporate restaurant right on the edge of the gay section of Boston. I never thought this would happen to me, but it did, and here I am writing to you now. Just as I'm about to start that letter to Xavier Hollander, call me madam. Kids, do you remember that? And you're
I do.
old. The bartender goes, Paul, come here for a second. So I walk over to the bartender. I figure it's something he needs me to take care of. Maybe somebody's touching John Taylor's bass, and I have to ask him to stop that, please. And he goes, isn't that your fiance at the end of the bar?
Uh-oh. She's married.
Uh-oh. My fiance had come to pick me up from work that night. Drat. Foiled.
Wow.
The one time in my life I considered cheating in a relationship. That was the only time I'd ever considered cheating in a relationship. The stars were like, you do that.
We're out of here.
Good night, fellas.
You guys are still here?
You're gonna miss out on the pizza.
Yeah.
What pizza?
Yeah, listen,
Wow.
we just
Somebody probably will send us a pizza. It happens every time.
we were just enjoying that girl in the glory hole in the back, and we heard you mention pizza, but we've seen you eat pizza, Dane, so we're out of here.
Make sure you throw an extra slice back there for her.
Yeah, we'll feed the
Just stuff it in the hole.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sid, the gimp is sleeping. The gimp's asleep. So yeah, the one time I thought about
Don't look at me, Sharon. I'm single. I'm totally single. I haven't dated since my ex, which was 18 months ago, 19 months ago. Don't look at me. I'm totally
the one
single.
time I thought about it,
And I don't cheat. I never cheated. I've never cheated in my life.
I considered it once. And Bozique, yes, that is the fiance who's now the ex-wife, who decided after 26 years she'd had enough of my shit. So she's not a witch, as much as Johnny would like to paint her as such. Good person, just decided she didn't want to deal with me anymore. I get it.
Well, that's the only sound drop.
Yeah, that's the only laughing woman sound we have.
I mean, you guys see, Johnny deals with me twice a week. Imagine having to do that 24 hours a day for 26 years.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So John, you're working on this movie. It just wrapped up a week or two ago. Now
Yes.
you're single. Now you
Yes.
got to probably be kind of looking around at some of these Hollywood actresses and just checking out.
Here's a rule I make, and I
Right?
call it a very good rule.
But I
do
know you're
not
looking
do-
around.
I do not hook up with anyone I work with. And I work with some very pretty girls in that film. I do not hit on them. I do not look at them that way. I can't. I work with them because what I've discovered in this business, you wind up working with the same people over and over again. You know, you see them on other sets, you see them on other things, and it's awkward. And this is such a hard business to get into, not just TV and film, but the radio and bands and stuff. And it just doesn't mix well because it's such a hard career to get anywhere in. You don't need another hurdle to be thrown in your way because you can't control your dick, you know? So there's a million hot chicks in LA. And if I ever get to the point that I want to date again, I will date people I do not work with. So that's where I stand on that. I've always stood. Now, the exception is when I was bartending, because when you're bartending, then you could hook up. Then you could hook up with those people because that's a whole different world, because you're not supposed to hook up with customers, which you do. But you can hook up with the bartenders because you're suddenly in that circle. You're a peer. You're not that guy looking outside saying, man, I wish I could get the bartender's number. You're now a bartender. So you can hook up with your fellow bartenders. So that I've made an exception for. But in the entertainment business, nobody I work with do I hook up with or date or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's I'm right, Paulie? Because you must feel the same thing, because and Paulie knows you work with these people at least in film 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours a day, every day for a month, 2 months, 3 months. You get really close with these people. These people, like, I mean, you're really, really getting close with these people. You're eating with them. Sometimes you're dressing with them. Sometimes you're taking naps near them, or hanging out, or carpooling, or just working side by side, like constantly. And you really just, you gotta separate business and pleasure. They don't fucking mix. They don't. You gotta be professional if you want to be in the entertainment business in any capacity.
Yeah, they don't. And it's an interesting thing, because it is a small circle of people that you're dealing with. I mean, even on my end of it, where radio for 35 years, I've gone all over the country, from the Northeast to the Mid-South to the Midwest to the Northern California, back to the East Coast and stuff. And you cross paths with the same people. And let's just say, if you end up in a bad relationship and that person speaks to somebody else who could be in a position of hiring later on down the line, it's good. I mean, your reputation is everything. That's the only thing you have when it's all said and done. And if you start screwing around in that way, it doesn't end well. It's just not worth the aggravation. And it's the same thing with, like, you don't want to date peers, I mean, how many Hollywood marriages work? Not very often.
Many.
Because it's very difficult in a couple's relationship. It's very difficult to serve two masters. And when you've got two people who are successful, doing a successful endeavor, one of them is going to have to give at some point. One of them, you're going to get an opportunity to go shoot on location somewhere. You're going to be gone for a year. Let's say you're in one of the Star Wars movies, and you got to go to Tunisia for 10 months to shoot.
Oh yeah.
You're gone, and you're going to be away from that person. And it's just a pain in the ass to do that. Funny. I joked about this on social media the other day, about everybody tells me, well, you're not really dating. And I'm like, well, because of what I do, it's just a pain in the ass, my schedule.
It's hard.
And they're all like, well, have you tried online dating? So I made a joke about online dating the other day on social media, and my inbox got flooded with desperate women.
Awesome.
You should send them to Dane.
So I did. So I just kind of ignored it. It's like, you don't want to, like, for one brief moment, I knew what it was like to be a hot chick on Facebook.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, the first time you get a friend request from somebody that's a hot chick. I'll give you a great example. Was it Lori Tucker?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Lori's friend request blew up after her being on Saturday night?
Oh, sure, of course.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. It's difficult to be somebody like her, who is, again, on the periphery of the Hollywood world. She's not a leading actress. She's a model, and she shows up in some videos, and she certainly does plenty of work, but she's on the periphery of that. Just imagine being somebody above that level. That's a sitcom actress. What do you think? Who's the girl that was on? Kat Dennings. What do you think Kat Dennings' inbox looks like?
Oh, tremendous.
You know what I mean? People
Who's
like
Kat Dennings?
Two broke girls.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
also
yeah.
Jane Foster in Thor.
Yeah, and she was also the stepdaughter in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
She's a cool chick.
Girls like that just get shit hammered with scumbag guys. Now imagine you're in the industry and you're like an actor trying to make your way to the top, and you start deciding you want to start fucking co-stars.
Yeah, it's a bad move, and some people look at it as a good move, like, but it's
Jamie.
like some people look at it like as if you're lower and you could like sleep with someone in a higher echelon, that it'll improve your opportunities, and sometimes it can, but at the end of the day, you're right. You do cross paths, and that's not saying I won't hang out with co-stars. I have. It's not
Jamie, how
saying
you
that,
doing?
you go on dinners. You just, you shouldn't be sleeping with these people. Not if they're working with you.
Some?
You know, he heard sleeping with people and he ran into the store.
Cleaning out one of my storage units.
Oh,
I've got a few if you want them.
sure. I'll take them.
I don't have them with me. I'll bring them by tomorrow.
All right.
I just
Hey, guys, I got a buddy customer. His name's Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
We're talking about sleeping with coworkers. What type of work do you do?
Heating and air conditioning.
Do you have
Not a lot
any
of
female?
room for that to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Let's think about that for a minute.
Has
No,
Jamie,
hold on. Let's
Jamie's
give
autobi-
you
Hold on. now.
benefit of the
Jamie's
doubt.
autobiography could be called "Fucked in a Duck."
Yeah.
Now think about it for a second. He shows up at a house. There's a desperate woman there.
Not a coworker.
She's covered in sweat. Her clothes are just hanging on her because it is so hot.
It's so hot in here. Do you mind if I go down to my underwear? And then he's cranking the AC and nipples are cutting glass everywhere.
Yes.
How can I ever thank you? I
This
don't
guy's got
think
tons
I
of
have any
opportunity.
money.
Tons
that's
of
like-
opportunities.
That's like a porn ready to be written.
But that's not a coworker.
That's not a
Well,
coworker.
that's right. And
a
that's
customer.
all good. That's all good. But if he has a partner in the truck, then that's not good.
By the way, "Partner in the Truck" is the other name of his biography.
Oh, Lenny Lou is asking. Says Mary is asking if that gentleman can come closer to the screen. She may have an
not a
AC she
fan.
needs fixed. She may have.
Jamie's a married man. You're a married man, right? He's a married man.
Yeah. Well, Mary needs her blower looked at. You understand? Mary needs her blower looked at. Yes. Have you ever caught your
Hint,
penis
hint,
in a wheelchair wheel spoke? Because here's the chance. Because
This is
Mary,
a comedy show.
Mary
just so
is
you
Mary
know.
is in a wheelchair.
There she
There
is.
she
There
is,
she is.
Yep,
There
you
she
could have
is.
some of that.
and she is very, very, very available.
Yep, it's nice of Donald Trump to loan her his hair for the night.
Hey, let me tell you something. That hair gives a good grip as I pull her
We
toward
are,
my
huh?
crotch. Come here, Mary. Come here, Mary. Come here. Ah. Woo.
Hi,
That's
Ellie.
Right. Hi, Ellie. Yeah. So there you
You
go.
made it weird.
Yeah. Super weird right now.
Yep. Made it weird.
That's just
Only because you mentioned Donald Trump. I wouldn't, have any sex with him, but
Can't
but
mention
Mary,
that.
I would. Mary, I would.
All I was talking about was the golden locks. I don't give a shit about the rest of it. I made a hair joke.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Goldilocks wants to eat this porridge. It's just right. There you go.
Well, Dane, enjoy the
Thank
pizza.
you, Bozy. Yeah, is the pizza arrived yet? No. Has anyone
No,
sent
but
Dane a pizza in the
There's
chat?
going to be a pizza. There's got to be one of you guys.
There's got to be some generous soul in the chat that
Somebody's
is sending a
probably going to
pizza
have to send
to
us a pizza.
Dane and Paul. I hope so.
Or something.
Or something, but a
Something.
pizza is preferable. Because it's
Rib?
fun to watch Dane eat pizza.
It'd
Or-
be fun
let-
to have ribs.
Oh, I'd love to see Dane eat ribs.
Hey, there's the angry crab across the street. We could get lobsters.
No, you can't.
Wow, you're really floating the budget of the show, huh?
Well, we could get crab. We could eat little hammers.
Shit, I don't have to go.
For
across
those
the street
looking
get
out and
crabs.
watching
I
the
can-
show, Dane
Sure.
wants crabs. I want to see Dane have crabs. Dane needs crabs. You heard him. We're going to get you crabs, Dane. I promise.
There's a chance there's some in the bathroom next to the glory hole.
Yeah.
Bring the kids down to Zim's Guitars.
Hi, Ellie.
In the glory hole room out for lessons.
Just stuff it in the hole. Boy, Sharon Wilgus is very active in the chat today.
Good for her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharon. Sharon comes here and has a good time, and we appreciate that.
Somebody has.
That
to.
is cool.
Wait a second. Lenny Lou says Mary's going in Thursday to have it tightened.
Where's the arena set?
Nice. tighten
Botched
that thing.
cataract surgery.
Let me tell you
Sticky
something.
effect
Let me tell you something, Mary. I want to pull your eye out and skull fuck you. And you know what? I'll look for you next time. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh.
Jay,
Horrible.
Jay,
What are you
mute the
talking
program. Mute the program.
We're going to scare away my one customer.
Listen, you've
Hey,
got
let's
them all
talk
waiting
about-
outside for those free guitars.
Jamie, let me ask you a question, bro.
Go ahead.
What was
Jamie,
that?
say no. Tell him fuck
What
off.
was the
No
last
questions.
amplifier that I sold you?
What was the last one?
Yeah, what was the amp that I
Here you go,
sold
Jamie.
you?
Sit down.
The last one was 68 Princeton.
Here, sit right here so we can hear you.
Yeah, 68 Princeton.
Bought a 68 Princeton amplifier. How cool is that?
At
I
Zim's
already went
Guitars.
Right up at Cholo.
And the good thing about Zim's Guitars is you definitely underpaid. That's the good
I'm
news.
ripping a huge fart right now.
Dude, go out front.
Nice.
Drop dust in the back of the store.
Not this to me.
There we go. Burping, farting. It's all good today. It's all good today.
This cleared out.
Might have spotted.
Hold the camera for a second. See it up
Yeah.
on-
So let's talk for a second about John Oliva of Savatage in the news today. Look at this. What the fuck is going on here? What are you doing?
It's a fan.
He's fanning himself.
Oh,
I'm
there you go.
airing the area.
Oh, Paul cut one over
Okay,
there. The
that's
whole
nice.
place.
Oh, that's now the
All
customers.
right, I
are
just
leaving.
got one
Now
in
the
front of
customers.
me.
Leave.
I'm so
Be careful, sir. You're about to walk into a fart cloud from that man in red shirt.
That shit'll be lingering for like a week.
Hey,
Yeah,
my cold
please.
wash Friday. I got to get him out while I can.
Yeah, before that pizza arrives and you let out
What
those beef,
pizza?
let out
What
those
pizza?
beefaroni farts.
Somebody.
I've been here
Did
for almost
anyone-
2 hours. Nobody sent the goddamn pizza.
Did anyone in the chat send a pizza to Zim's store? Somebody send a pizza over there.
Send
Send it-
anything over there.
Send it loaded with pepperoni so Paul can lay those farts at a Mach 1 speed.
I'm setting a fire.
Live from ZimCon.
I got to pee.
Gosh.
Nice. Paul, just do it in one of the acoustics. It's like a urinal hanging on the wall.
Nobody buys them.
Yeah, live from ZimCon. For those tuning in late, ZimCon is Dane Zimmerman's store in Arizona, Zim's Guitars, except counting down to the passing of Eddie Van Halen 1 year ago today, one of the saddest events in rock history. But Dane is commemorating it by giving away 20 guitars tomorrow. And there's people lined up outside in tents waiting for the big raffle tomorrow. And so definitely got to be in person to win. So if you're watching, you better start driving there. Get down to ZimCon.
Can we see
So-
outside? Can you spin it around? Can we see what the
It's
crowd
so
is
light
like?
in here, you're not going to
Let's
really
see.
be able to see.
Yeah,
anything.
let's see.
It's
Yeah,
all
it's
in
dark
They're
there?
all out in the dark. They're all
Oh, it
out
is
in the
dark.
dark. Wow.
We can't see out there.
All these people standing in the dark. That's crazy. Wow.
Prostate still works.
Well, that's good. Yeah, they're all out there waiting patiently to see if they won. That's
A guy
good.
just walked by the store pushing a carriage from the Safeway. The Safeway is a good quarter mile up the road.
Well, that guy's getting some exercise, boy.
I feel bad for the guy that's got to go collect the shopping carts later.
I like those carts that stop working when you cross out of the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
zone.
with they lock the wheel.
Yeah, locks the wheels. You still
Get
see some
Target.
homeless dragging them in Hollywood. Even though
Sometimes
the wheels
I'll,
don't work, it's dragging.
yeah, sometimes I'll, if somebody leaves a cart right in front of my store, when I walk over there, I'll push it back over there for them.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I wanted
it
to
out.
talk.
What are you looking for? A fucking medal now? You
Yeah.
think they're gonna saint you?
One of those good deed of the day kind of thing, right? Good karma kind of thing.
Speaking of karma, there's a karma heading straight for the window.
Oh no! I hope it's a pizza delivery. Somebody in the chat, please order these guys a pizza.
Oh, you know what I sold Jamie last time was a Lawrence Petros pedal. That's what you got.
Jamie's buying.
Recently got. Hand me that 68 Deluxe.
Fuck off, Beane. You do better.
We can talk a little bit about gear.
Yeah, well, actually, I wanted to touch on what I started to talk about, which is John Oliva. John Oliva of Savatage in the news today, and I'm kind of mad and I'm kind of sad, and I want to talk about this while Paulie's here because this is very serious. Okay, John Oliva, lead singer of Savatage and of Trans-Siberian Orchestra,
In the hole of the Mountain King.
In the hole of the Mountain King. The thing about John Oliva, and I love the man to death, and I love his work, and both Paulie and I are major fans of Savatage, Gutter Ballet, Streets, all that stuff. John got recently arrested for DWI, and look, rock stars are rock stars, and you're driving drunk, and he was in possession of cocaine too. And here's my split thoughts on this. I get it that you're a rock star and you're partying and whatnot, but here's the flip side. John Oliva's brother, Chris Oliva, in 1993 was tragically killed in a car crash by a drunk driver. And it devastated John. It devastated all of us in the rock community. Chris Oliva was an incredible talent taken away many years too soon by a drunk driver. And now here's his brother, who was shattered from this loss, now arrested driving drunk and with a bag of cocaine. And look, I'm mad at him because, how could you? But I also understand that alcoholism is a disease, and I don't, I want to just strangle him. I really do, because it's like, how could you do this? But you could have taken away someone else's life the way someone took your brother's life. But I also have sympathy in that, listen, you got to get help. If someone from John Oliva's camp or Savatage's camp, and actually I know someone that is from that camp watching right now, I guarantee it, please talk to him and help John Oliva get some help for his addictions. Whether it be cocaine, whether it be alcoholism, both are diseases. Both need to be talked about. Both need to be realized that you're dealing with them and that you have them, and that they can really, really ruin lives, take lives, affect lives. And, John, please tell John we want him to handle this. He needs to see someone in AA. He needs to get clean. He needs to get sober. It's time. It's time to ring the bell. He's in the hospital now. He survived the crash. Luckily, he didn't take anyone out with it. Luckily, he hit a tree. But his brother, Chris, we can't get that back. And I don't want any more lives lost from that, especially from someone who had this happen to his brother. So please, whoever is watching from that camp tonight, please extend that. We hope that he, gets rid of these demons, that he seeks out help, because this is a disease and it does require, getting help. And Savatage is such an amazing band, and Trans-Siberian Orchestra is such an amazing band. And, please encourage John to go get help for this problem, because it would be incredibly tragic to see more that family loses with alcoholism, including John's own life, God forbid. John could have, God forbid, died in that crash. His car is totaled. He's banged up, but thank God he's alive. But Paulie, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I'm nowhere near as merciful as you are when it comes to shit like this. My mom was an alcoholic, and I watched it ruin her life, and almost ruin my life. Not because I was a drinker, although I am a drinker. I'm good at it. I don't have the problem. You know, when you end up letting drugs and alcohol take over your life, that's on you. You know, I'm not quite as merciful with you. Cancer is a disease. Alcoholism is a self-control issue. Nobody put that bottle in your hand. Nobody put that cocaine in your pocket. You need to get your shit together. And by the way, that's your call. You either can or you can't. You lost your brother to a drunk driving accident. You know what you're doing is wrong. Knock it off. Or don't. But the thing is, if you want to drink and do cocaine, do it in your house. Once you
or have a driver.
Gunshots?
Have a driver.
Backfire.
You sure?
It's a motorcycle. Yeah.
No, that was fucking small arms fire.
Yeah, Paul knows what a gun
Maybe it was.
sounds like.
Maybe it was a gunshot.
3 gunshots is what that was.
I got the front door open. It's nice out right now.
Holy
We're
shit.
living it.
Oh my gosh.
We're living the dream.
That took away my train
Took
of
a
thought
dark
immediately.
turn.
Holy shit.
Yeah, if
but
you're
yeah.
gonna drink, if you're gonna party, that's one thing. Get a fucking designated driver.
Yeah, I mean, look, do your thing. You do you. You fucking drink, do your drugs, do whatever it is. But the minute you take other people's innocent lives into your hands, you know, he's lucky that he didn't hurt somebody innocent, and if he did, he deserves to be punished for the full extent of the law. I'm sympathetic to his health issue. I'm unsympathetic to the irresponsible behavior that brought him to that point. So John and I are two different sides of the coin on this one here. I you know, cancer is a disease. MS is a disease. Alcoholism is a fucking self-control problem as far as I'm concerned. And I know that's a horrible stance to take because I know that people become dependent on it and there becomes a physical need. And I respect all of that. For me, I watched my mother drink herself to ruining a family, and she didn't have to. It didn't have to happen. John Oliva didn't have to do this. So
Well, while we have differences of dealing with it, Paulie, we are on the same boat as get a fucking designated driver. Don't drive drunk. No matter whatever the cause, whether you choose the bottle or you're just addicted, whatever it is.
Yep.
While we disagree on that, we do agree that it's bad. And I mean, it sounds like common sense. I hate to sound like, no, okay, you should know that's not good, okay.
Yes, and the reality is, until they want to get help. See, that's the thing. Like a disease in my mind, and again, I'm fine being wrong, and people want to hate me for it. That's fine. A disease in my mind is out of your control. Now, if you've lost self-control, then that's a psychological disease. It's still a disease, but it's a psychological disease. But to me, cancer can't be controlled. You either get it or you don't, and it's not your fault. When you do drugs,
and you're right, it is a psychological disease.
Yeah.
But you know, mental health and stuff like that.
Sure.
That's still
Now,
you know.
smoking can lead to cancer. Just
Dane,
like
who
having
the
a
fuck
beer.
is talking about smoking? Holy
Can
shit, we're
lead
not at all
to-
talking. Wait. Dean, we're not talking about smoking at all.
I know. I'm
This
just
is
trying to make a little
D-weed.
point.
No
Smoking
one has
can last-
died from a cigarette driving while smoking. Dane, this is a real. How can you fuck this up? We're on a serious
It's the
topic.
same reason, the same way that you can start a beer. Having a beer can lead to alcoholism. Smoking a
Yes.
cigarette when you're 14 years old, it can lead to cancer. That's the only
Yes.
point I was trying to make. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, John.
Yes. No, that's all right.
Bring it down, buddy.
I'm just teasing you, buddy. I'm just
but
teasing you.
it's a tough deal. It's a tough deal. I'm sympathetic to it. But if he had been in an accident and killed somebody, I would be very unsympathetic toward him. He would have to pay the price. Look, I'm all about personal freedom. Always have been, always will be. You don't have
Same
to
here.
agree with me. Do your fucking thing, but don't hurt other people. And when you put other people in jeopardy, now you've gone beyond your own personal freedom and you've become a menace to other people. That's
Menace
a
to
problem.
But
Society.
get vaccinated.
I agree with that. Get vaccinated because you should. Not because you
Yeah.
have to, but because you should. But let's stick
Right.
on the topic. Let's stick
But
on
when
the
it's all
topic,
when it's
though.
all said and done, John needs help. We all
He
agree
does.
John needs help?
Yes, and I want to see him
Until-
get it.
John
I want to
needs
see him
help.
get it.
Savatage.
I don't want.
Until
I don't want
John-
to lose another legend. I really don't.
Until John decides that John needs help, it's on his plate. It's on. If he wants to do it, he can do it. If he doesn't want to do it, he's not going to do it. And there's nothing we can do or say to change that. You have to want to change.
Well, I'm reaching out to, again, I won't mention his name, but I'm reaching out to someone
Hey, buddy,
I
how you
know-
doing, man?
I know in the Savatage camp right now and saying, please talk to John and help him get help, please, before tragedy happens.
I agree.
So there you go.
You want to come over and say hi? Come on, say hi.
Come on.
Look who just showed up. It's the pizza
Oh,
guy.
it's the pizza guy. Bring him on. Come on. Come on over. Come on over,
Are you
pizza
work-
guy.
You're working all night? Are you just a delivery guy? I'm not just a delivery guy, but are you the delivery
No.
guy?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're in Mesa, Arizona, and you're looking for a pizza, call Papa John's and ask for James, the delivery guy, and make sure this guy gets paid tonight because he's working his ass off.
Yeah,
Legitimate
make
job.
sure.
He's- By the way, I don't know if you heard the gunshots, James, in the neighborhood, but are you wearing Kevlar by any chance? How thick is that bag?
Not very
Yeah.
thick.
Take
He's
care of
he's
James.
risking his life to get these guys a pizza. James, look at that. Look at that bill real quick. How much were you tipped tonight, please? Can you look at that
$5.
receipt? How much?
On the receipt? I don't know. I didn't see.
It doesn't
It
show.
doesn't say on this one. It says on
It
the other
doesn't show.
receipt.
It's on the other.
Can you
receipt.
look? Can you look on the other receipt? Make sure that.
Yeah, it's in my
There you
truck.
go.
Give me a second.
There you go.
He's gonna go look for us.
Yeah, and you just handed him some money, Paulie, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, because I know Dane won't. I know Dane won't.
And thank you, false flag.
Hey, Jay, the guy's working.
That's right.
Helping the guy. The guy's working. Just helping the guy.
Okay,
Thank you, James.
we're gonna find out. Whoever sent
Oh.
this pizza to us, we're gonna find out how much he tipped.
$3.28.
$3.28.
He tipped
And-
$3.28.
And what did you give,
Son of a
Paulie?
bitch.
What did Paulie give?
I gave him
How mu-
$5. Dan gave him $5. So we made $10.
So there's another $10. So now you have 13. Are you? I'm sorry. What's your name, pizza guy?
James.
James.
James,
James.
how much was the pizza?
Jay,
The pizza was $21.38 with the.
so is that a good tip? $13 for you?
Like a 52% tip.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
good.
Okay. So we want to make sure that you're taken
The
care
pizza
of.
before the pizza I delivered right now a second ago, they didn't give me nothing.
And where did you
Oh.
deliver that? Where did that pizza go
Give
to?
us that address.
Yeah, where did that pizza?
Almost school.
All right. Jerks.
do you like heavy metal, James?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite
All
band?
kinds of different, I like everybody.
Who
Give
are
us
your,
a
who are
band
your
name,
top
buddy.
three? Who are your
Give us a
top
band
three
name.
favorite?
Who are you listening to?
I like Pantera.
Nice.
Nice,
There
Diamond
you go.
Darrell.
See Led Zeppelin. I like
Okay,
Classic stuff.
Metallica.
Nice.
I like a lot of different bands.
you're on it, man. You're on it. This
Have-
is why this guy deserves a good tip.
Have you heard about David
know
Lee
this
Roth
stuff.
retiring?
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay.
He's retired.
Do you
Yeah.
do you care?
Uh,
Do you care about David Lee Roth?
he makes good music.
There you
He
go.
sure does. He sure does. He's Diamond Dave.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice, man. Let me ask you something, James. Not,
Oh no, we got one more.
James is going to get
James,
to work.
before you go, one quick thing, one quick question. James, have you ever had people come on to you in these fantasies I always see on online, the pizza guy, the pizza guy comes to the door.
Have
and
you
there's
ever delivered the
some
pepperoni?
chick, yeah, some
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's early.
Yeah, maybe one of these days.
All right.
maybe
What about,
tonight,
like, a
maybe
girl
one
in
of
a
our
towel?
maybe one
a
of our
woman in a
viewers
towel?
maybe one of our viewers, maybe one of our viewers will send out for pizza and show up in a towel that happens to drop when,
He's got a
just
story.
saying.
What's your story?
Hopefully it's female.
Hopefully
What-
it's female.
Yeah, well, that would be
You got
good.
one story for us, right?
Yesterday I delivered a pizza and the lady came to the door in this dress that was just like
Oh no.
completely
Low.
showing everything
Nice.
Hell
Was she-
yeah.
So
Was this a hot chick? Was she hot?
yeah, she was pretty hot.
Nice.
Did you guys like get a chubby while you running?
There you go. Oh, this is a pepperoni. Oh my, that's not a pepperoni.
All right,
Oh, James, thank you.
Have a great
Thank
night.
you, James. Have a good night, man. Be safe out there. There's gunfire everywhere. Jesus.
Yeah, good luck dodging those bullets.
Jesus Christ. James the pizza guy, everybody. So who was generous enough to send this beautiful pizza?
Oh, that looks delicious.
No, it
Who
doesn't.
was
All right,
Which-
I'm going to
which
wash
of our-
my hands.
Well, let's give credit where it was due. Which of our wonderful viewers was generous enough to send Dane and Paulie this pizza? Who was it?
Wasn't me.
I think I know. I think I know who did.
Well, who was it? Speak up now or forever hold my junk.
If you have to include this with your pizza, it's not very good.
But you know what? That garlic sauce is delicious.
I'm not gonna badmouth the pizza. because
No,
it
it's
was
free.
Free pizza. Free pizza is
Absolutely.
always good pizza,
Yeah.
but it's not very good pizza.
Yeah, we've got to see how Dane grips the slices. I know Paulie knows how to eat pizza normal,
Oh yeah,
like a human
By the
being.
way,
there it is. No
it's that
mess.
simple. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
no,
by the way, if this were real pizza, this would be hanging down, and you know what I mean. So you'd have to do
the orange drip fold.
the
Yes,
pizza taco.
yes. It has to be folded. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Dane, hold on, Dane. Hold on. Don't take it from the
Camera.
edge. You got never an edge. That's Paulie's side. You take it from
Go
the
ahead,
other
get in the
side,
middle
right
there.
in the middle. Now let's zoom in here and see what Dane's doing. Oh no! Yeah, you still have a clit hanging off the edge
I
of
was
that.
gonna say,
pizza.
Dane needs a labial's trim there. He
Yeah,
almost knocked it off the table. Did you see that?
So who?
That
Jesus
pizza almost
Christ.
hit the floor.
Dane almost took the whole fucking thing out. That would be great.
Nope.
Who was nice enough to send that pizza?
Nope. All the reason why I told Dane not to touch that side of the pizza.
No, well that pizza is has Paul's own hand jizz on it, which is okay if he's the one eating it.
I did wash my hands after I urinated all over them, although urine isn't astringent.
There you go. It kills germs.
They tell you all the time when you're and anybody that done military service will tell you the same thing. Athlete's foot, piss on them.
There you go. So who
That's where
did
that
send this?
expression came from. Piss on it.
Who did send this pizza? Johnny, who did?
I have an idea who did. Maybe if in the chat. Let us know if that was you. Because
Speak up
somebody was asking earlier, but maybe I'm not sure.
Speak up if you sent this pizza, and we'll check.
Hey.
Don't lie.
Jay, I went to the bathroom like 10 minutes ago, and yes, I did wash my hands. The only thing my hands have touched is this and Dane's scrotum.
And
Oh.
that Crocus album.
No.
And
You're going to get
Not-
Crocus.
I'm going to have a case of Crocus now.
and Dane's scrotum is spotless. It was just sucked dry in the other side of that glory hole.
Jay must have sent the pizza because
Oh.
he's freaking out over it.
Nah, Jay would send better pizza.
Jay
Now
was-
this pizza is from Papa John's. Now, didn't they like boycott Papa John's a while back?
Yeah, it was a political thing.
don't care. Free pizza.
Yeah, free pizza is good, and it's better than Domino's because Domino's sucks dick mightily.
It's I will tell you, I haven't had Papa John's pizza literally in years. They've changed it. It's better. It's not good.
Well,
But
you
it's
still
better.
got to dip it in that that garlic sauce. You
Oh yeah,
should.
let's see that.
Yeah. Dane, break
this
out that garlic
again.
sauce.
Here you go. You can have that.
Did they give you two of those or one?
No, one.
Those cheap fucks.
I think I
Big
saw
pizza.
one of those peppers in there
There's a
too.
pepper.
There's
Eat
a
that
pepper in there.
man.
Oh yeah, you got those hot peckers.
Oh, pepperoncini. Yeah.
Peppercini.
Yeah, pepperoncinis.
Those are good.
Yeah, there you go. Stick that in the glory hole. See what happens. Poopa
Thanks.
John's.
Thanks, Jay.
Poop-
Glad you never
Poopa
said it.
John's. Poopa John's.
It's all right. It's free.
So is this Eric that sent that pizza?
No,
Is that who you think it is, Johnny? No.
no. Okay, I thought maybe it was Lenny Lou because she was asking
Oh.
earlier. She was asking earlier what place they liked, but she's still asking. So, and then she said she almost did.
If they did, Mary's panties would be on top of the cheese.
It'd be a much bigger pizza. For those that watched last week's show, much bigger pizza.
That was a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, Steve Carmichael wants you guys to feed each other.
Oh,
Steve Carmichael.
No gates
Steve.
are going. We're gonna go on.
Steve Carmichael. Should we play some romantic music as you guys feed each other?
Then we'll have to dance later.
I've been feeling dry.
Good point, Rock Daddy.
It all.
Well, you guys left, but you missed out on the free pizza. Did you guys send the pizza?
Oh, it might have been Rock Daddy.
You guys sent the pizza. Fuck.
Who sent it?
We need beer.
Rock Daddy. He was one of those guys that was in there.
You want me
Yeah.
to go get beer?
Yeah.
You're gonna leave me in the store by myself?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll go get it from there.
Take us with you.
I don't need beer. It's 7:17. I'm almost time for me to go to bed. Actually, I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm gonna stay up till 10.
It's 5 p.m. somewhere.
Wow.
This is going to be an all-night marathon broadcast at Dane's. AI Gaming wants to send you Pat's dogs because the cook is never tired. So you know.
Oh, headphone users. Man,
I
this is
love that.
exciting.
Pat's dogs.
Yeah, you're watching us eat pizza.
Yeah.
It's
So
almost
let's.
as exciting as watching Johnny play video games.
Yeah, this is just like Twitch. We should do this on Twitch. Just us all eating pizza instead of that. James Stewart says put the garlic
thing.
sauce on it.
It's burnt. See a little burnt? A little burnt.
That's
scaby
all
on
right.
the side there?
A little burnt pepperoni's okay.
A little burnt scaby on the side there.
It's like that's all right.
Fuck it, eating it anyway.
That's all right.
I'm just glad it doesn't have all those little crumbs that the Domino's has on the bottom. I hate that. It's
Oh, you don't like the
sand-
little
gotta
corn
use the cornmeal.
starch. The cornstarch. You don't like that?
Gotta use the cornmeal.
Cornmeal's
Ah.
good.
Thank you for the pizza.
Yeah, Bozique says the Pat's Cheesesteak shop still exists in Philly, although the hot dog's closed. To the torment of the Cinderella guys. That's too bad. Hey, James Stewart.
Hey,
So
James.
as we munch on pizza or at least half of us do, let's talk about the speculation of David Lee Roth's retirement. Because I know you guys talked about it earlier, and if you're just joining us, David Lee Roth made an announcement the other day that these last 5 shows or 6 shows that he's doing in Las Vegas will be his retirement shows. He is retiring. And God bless him. Dave's earned it. He's given us so much. It's time, and I think he's doing the right thing. With that said, there is a lot of speculation over the last few days since that announcement that will Alex Van Halen join him? Will Michael Anthony cut loose from Sammy for a couple of days and pop in? Will Wolfgang set off tour and join? There's a lot of speculation. And there's also speculation that Dave is doing it for health reasons, that something is maybe, physically wrong with him that he doesn't want to disclose. There's so much speculation on so many aspects of this story. What do you think, Paulie? Do you think any of those are true?
I don't think that Alex Van Halen or Michael Anthony or Wolfgang are going to join him in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that Dave has some health issues and has for years. And I think it's just time. I think, there's only so much you can hear how bad your voice is. And I know he's been listening to it for 50 years, but, Dave, I have felt.
Wait a second. Did I just hear a siren?
Yeah. Yeah. You guys think I was making
We're
this
in
shit
the
up?
city, man. We're in the
There's
city.
those gunshots, baby. There's those gunshots.
It's 7:20 on a warm summer evening in a city of 680,000 people. Yes.
All with guns.
All with guns. It's Arizona.
Yep.
It's Arizona.
It's a carry state. It's a carry
The
state.
guns actually keep the crime down.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows that if you screw around and find out, you're going to get shot. But I have felt that Dave has had some health issues for a while. Something along the lines of a Parkinson's or a neurological spinal disorder, just based upon the tremors that you've seen from him. I mean, Dave he's had the shakes for years, but now it seems like it's a mask more than him trying to be jovial. And when somebody takes up painting late in life, that's oftentimes a therapeutic endeavor that has been prescribed by their neurologist to try and allow them to concentrate and get hand-eye coordination, stuff like that. So I am of the opinion, and I'm certainly comfortable being wrong, and I don't want anybody to grab this and run with it. I just think Dave has some sort of a neurological issue that he's been dealing with for a while, and it makes sense. He's old. He's been jumping around as long as he has. His spinal cord could be screwed. He could have arthritis. He could have all kinds of issues that are causing him to be in pain and not be able to do the show that you've come to expect from David Lee Roth. I don't want to see David Lee Roth like we saw Phil Collins a week ago, where he was sitting in a chair and needed a cane to get on and off stage.
Nope.
I don't want to see that David Lee Roth. And I think Dave is smart enough and vain enough.
That's it.
To say, hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm
That's
not going
exactly
to.
I think it would be the vanity, if anything.
Sure.
It is.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think the painting thing is therapy. I think that, he is very, very gaunt right now.
Mhm. Right.
Very drawn, not like weight loss, like illness gaunt.
Mhm.
And some diseases cause you to lose that kind of weight.
And he reads social media. He's aware of what's going on. And when he posts something about, hey, I'm playing at Vegas, and 3/4 of the comments are negative comments about he sucks now. He doesn't want to read all that and listen to all that stuff. Gene Simmons put him through the ringer a few months ago, and he doesn't want to hear it anymore. He's going to try his best to give it 5 more great shows or 6 more great shows. And he wants to kind of go out on top a little bit.
I think
he wants to go out with class, which I think is the
does.
way he's going to go out.
I think that there's a very good chance, because he is a managing partner in Van Halen's catalog. I think there's a very good chance that he takes a proactive role in the stewardship of the Van Halen catalog moving forward. I know that sounds odd, but he does have a voting partnership. That's why they contacted him for the greatest hits record in '96. That's why he got back into the band. His contract, as far as being part of Van Halen, was for touring, but he's still a voting member of the corporation. And as a voting member of the corporation, he probably has to be part of whatever music that might feature his voice on it that has been recorded that will be released moving forward. He is a smart guy. He's a business guy. He has said publicly that he and Alex Van Halen have plans to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Van Halen. Well, let's face it, Van Halen 1 came out 77, 78. So you're talking about 2028. So that gives him 6 years to go through the archives, put together whatever box set or whatever things that are going to be posthumously released. And make no mistake about it, they're going to do with the Van Halen estate like they did. I believe they're going to do with the Van Halen estate the same thing they've done with the Hendrix estate and what they've done with a lot of other of these bands that are no longer together, the Stevie Ray Vaughan estate, things like that. They're going to release posthumous music. I would be shocked if David Lee Roth doesn't have an integral part of that. Remember, he was the guy that ran the sessions for A Different Kind of Truth. The guys, Eddie and Alex, just wanted to play. Dave wanted to be the businessman. I would not be surprised if he takes a proactive role in corporate Van Halen and becomes the face and the voice of Van Halen moving forward.
Yeah, that live album, Dave had to push to get that released. The other guys didn't want to let that out.
Yeah,
that was all Dave saying, no, this is my last shot at a live album. My one and only shot at a live album. Let's do it.
He was right. He was right.
Yeah.
He absolutely was right.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Dave ends up doing, is he starts doing what Jimmy Page has done and becomes the curator of the catalog, certainly with a sign off from Wolfgang and Alex.
Of course.
But specifically Alex, because let's face it, Alex is the other voting member of the corporation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, now there's the controversy of him putting this news out on the anniversary of the passing of Eddie. And so there's some people that are sort of conflicted on, hey, was that a great idea? Or is he just trying to capitalize on, whatever momentum they have because of that? And so
I mean, he doesn't have a lot to I don't think he has a lot to capitalize on, really, because he's just got a few more shows in Vegas that were already, announced and ready to go. I don't think they're not going to sell out anyway. Being that
it's a Vegas club, it's going to sell out, and if it doesn't sell, they're going to paper the place anyway.
What's it see?
That's what I'm saying.
They're selling out.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like he's not going to sell out.
He's not playing an arena. He's not playing a 10,000 seater. That's
what I'm saying. He's at a Vegas club. Was he at the Hard Rock or something? Hard Rock? Is that
theater? It's like a theater.
Yeah. So it's not a giant venue that he's not going to sell out anyway. If he didn't make this announcement, my speculation, my personal thought is, from what I hear from other camps, Alex has been very, very reclusive and just doesn't want to do public stuff right now. So I don't see that happening. Michael Anthony, I do not see going with Dave in a surprise move. If it was announced as a big Eddie Van Halen tribute charity show, maybe, but it's not. Mm-hmm. It's the last few club shows of Dave. So I don't see Michael Anthony breaking ranks to go there. And I think Wolfgang's got his own shit going on. I think he's right now in the midst of a thick Guns N' Roses tour that he's doing very well and building up his own fan base and receptions.
I think it just ended.
That tour's ended.
Okay.
That tour's over. So Wolfgang does have the time and he is available.
But do you think Wolfgang would bring a lot more to Dave? I mean, it's not like Alex would,
No, I think and Bozique suggests that, if Dave gets involved in the curation of the catalog, that he'd bump heads with Wolfgang. Wolfgang doesn't really have a vote, and he knows that. I mean, yes, he's certainly the heir, and he'll be the guy that is in control of Eddie Van Halen's portion of the estate. But when it's all said and done, he's going to defer to his uncle and to Dave.
Right. I agree
because
with
it's
that.
their band. It's their band. It's not his band. And and the last thing he wants to be is identified as the guy who's continuing the Van Halen legacy. If anything, he has done a very, very good job of making it clear that he wants to be his own guy. Van Halen is Van Halen. You guys have Van Halen. It's your band. Please don't expect me to be that guy. For him to be involved in that process would only reinforce something that he spent the past 2 years trying to distance himself to. So I think that his involvement in that will be passive at best and maybe even non-existent. I think he's going to trust Alex to be the guy to speak on behalf of Edward. And I could be wrong on that, but I don't think I am. I think
I don't think you are either. I think you are either.
Smart kid, and he's going to know this isn't his gig. This gig belongs to Alex and to Dave. It is their thing.
I was hoping that if anything came out of this, if anyone was going to jump into one of the final shows, I was hoping that it would be Billy Sheehan and Steve Vai and Greg Bissonette.
Sure.
That I think would be
that's
very
more likely
fitting going out on top. Now, no one's brought that up as a speculation.
They've kept it very quiet, just like because look what happened at the
and I was gonna bring that up at
when that got out, it got all fucked up.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying I've heard a rumor because I haven't. I'm just saying if anything over the top was going to happen, I think that would be more likely to happen. Especially go ahead.
If you go back, I'm sorry, John, I don't mean to cut you off, but
go ahead. Go ahead.
If you go back and you read some of the more recent quotes from Vi and from Billy, and even Bissonette, they've all said, "I'd love to do it again. I miss those days." They're all very nostalgic about that David Lee Roth, that era.
So am I.
So When Dave says I'm retiring, he's saying I'm retiring, which means that the totality of his catalog is going to be put to rest. Now, that said, sure, it's going to be heavily Van Halen leaned on, but I would not be shocked in the slightest to see Steve Vai and Billy Sheehan step on a stage in Vegas. Is that going to happen? Nobody has said anything. I work in the industry, and nobody has intimated that at all. And even if they did, they wouldn't tell me. But I mean, I'm in Phoenix.
But we hear things. Both you and I hear
Yeah.
things. And
Vegas,
Johnny hears
Vegas
things.
Vegas is a couple hour drive from here. The Vegas Tourism Board buys advertising on my radio station. So if there were going to be something that they were going to announce that was going to be a public thing that they were going to try and get everybody to come into Las Vegas for the weekend, we'd know about it. And they haven't said anything to that effect. All of that said, it's more likely that Steve Vai and Billy Sheehan are going to jump on stage with David Lee Roth than it is Michael Anthony or Alex Van Halen.
I agree completely.
The odds are way in that favor. Sorry.
And look, maybe
all of them.
Look, maybe, just maybe we're planting that seed right here, right now, that will trickle down into someone's ear that at the last minute they make that judgment. But you know what? I haven't heard anything, but I'd love to fucking see it. And if anyone has any information, private message me on Facebook or Instagram, because I would love to hear about it.
Here's something that I am almost positive will happen. John Lowry will probably do will sit in for a song. I'm almost positive that will happen because he and Dave are still tight and they're talking about releasing that second record that they made together. I'm almost positive that John Lowry will at least show up at that show because he shows up at everything Van Halen.
John 5?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He shows up at everything Van Halen. I saw him at Henson Studios for the showcase shows. I see him at Van Halen shows backstage. He shows up at everything. Obviously, he's a huge fan. Obviously, he's close to the organization as far as David Lee Roth goes.
He's friends with Dave.
I would be very shocked if we didn't see John 5 either at the show or on stage one of those shows.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't at all. Because you're right. He was very, very moved by Eddie's passing.
Yep.
He talks to Lee Roth on a regular basis. And again, and he would be great as a draw. Now, again, you know, like you said, there's not a big venue that they suddenly have to fill that they can move tickets. Tickets are pretty much selling out already. People just want a last look at Dave. But it would be really cool to hear that things like this happened. You know, and I agree with you on the speculation of and again, I don't want to start a rumor, but we're reading into things as a possibility. I also believe Dave might have an illness that he's keeping from people because, again, the little hints, the clues, looking, Eddie, that's me in the rearview mirror, like, hey, I'm coming right behind you. And, you know, the Marlboro Man, I thought he would get me. You know, that's a tip off to cancer. And, you know, Dave was a heavy smoker. And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I want Dave to have a long life and a great retirement, and God bless him. I'm just hearing clues and seeing the visual of him so gaunt and so thin and moving certain ways. And I understand the shaking. It's not just jazz fingers anymore. But whatever it is, I hope Dave's health is okay. And I hope this is just an epiphany of, hey, you know what? I don't want to kill myself for this. I've given so much already. I'm at that point. I should probably go out on top and with class and whatnot. And
let's also look at this. A year ago, right around a little before this, about 9 months ago, 10 months ago, David Lee Roth says, I'm the guy. I'm the face of Van Halen moving forward. I'm going to be the guy from this day forward. I'm the guy. If you want to see Van Halen, I'm your boy. I'm your guy. Something happened in the last 9 to 10 months that changed that.
I agree.
He was
It's not like he looked.
That was
good
a 180,
year.
and it's not just Gene Simmons getting on.
No, it's not the Gene Simmons thing.
I'm sure a bunch of people have gotten on him for many, many years. And Dave knows I'm not a great singer. I'm a great entertainer.
Sure.
And that's what he brings out. So it's not Dave saying, "Oh, geez, people are criticizing me." People have always criticized Dave, even in the early days.
he really went from all piss and vinegar 9 months ago to, all right, that's it, I'm done. So
out of the blue,
opinion,
yeah,
I am of the opinion something has happened, and until he's ready to tell us about it, then more power to him. And you're right, AI gaming. Alex is probably not in the best of health. I mean, let's face it, it was neck issues.
Mm-hmm.
He also was a heavy drinker and had some issues, some health issues over the years. So there's no reason for any of those guys to go out. Like none of them need the money.
right.
Like Alex Van Halen is done. Like if he never sits behind a drum kit again, he owes us nothing. This is one of those things we talked about multiple times over the past few years, which is this weird sense of ownership, which brings us back to the when are they going to do a tribute show to Van Halen? When they fucking do it. And if they don't do it, fine. You've got 13 albums and the live album and all the bootlegs and all the bullshit to enjoy. The band and the artist owes you nothing. So let's not be on Alex Van Halen to jump out on stage with David Lee Roth. If he decides he wants to do it, great. If he doesn't, great. Thank you for everything you've done, Al. Fucking enjoy your retirement.
And
too.
just like you were saying, John 5, he wants to be part of this. We all would love to be there for the last couple of shows. John 5 is a great guy.
Sure.
Sheehan is a great guy. Really awesome dude. They're all great guys, and they would all love to be there at the side of the stage watching this last show, right? Or one of the last shows. So I think there's a great chance those dudes are going to be at least standing on the side of the stage.
By the way,
he brings them out, and Roth's the kind of guy's like, come on, Steve, get out of here. So you never know. It'll be more spontaneous.
Gear Boy and Renos to talk about Dave being broke and getting rid of all this money. Dave has residuals for the Van Halen catalog, which over the last year since Eddie passed has brought millions and millions of dollars in to all band members.
Dave was rich before Van Halen. Dave, if you think David Lee Roth,
where's his family like of doctors and stuff?
Yeah. Dave was rich before Van Halen. He was a trust fund kid. He was never going to have to worry about where his rent is due. David Lee Roth is not out of money. David Lee Roth is too smart to be broke. That's a fact. I mean, the idea that David Lee Roth would be out of money is ridiculous.
Dave brought that on himself, though, because he always talked about, oh, man, I need the money. I'm going out. I only made $1 million at the last show. This next show is going to be $2 million. He brought that on him.
Though.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what?
He brought that on himself.
Even if he ate through his old Van Halen money, even if he ate through his family inheritance, the fact is over the last year, just in residuals from Van Halen's catalog reselling and re-downloading, Dave has made a fortune in the last year.
By the way, don't think that these Vegas shows aren't paying him high six figures either.
Oh, yeah.
Vegas, here's the thing. Vegas used to be the place you went when your career to die. Casinos in Vegas overpay.
Nowadays,
I have friends that are in bands. John, you have friends that are in bands. They fucking love casino money.
Sure.
A band that normally, I'm just going to throw a figure out there. A band that normally gets $10,000 a show, which is a very low figure for a lot of bands, a very high figure for certain bands as well. But a band that normally gets $10,000 for a show can get 5 to 10 times that amount playing a casino show, because the casinos don't give a shit. For the 75 minutes that band is on stage, whomever came into town that weekend to see the band or their family members or whatever, there's an old lady sitting in a slot machine with a fucking cigarette in her mouth that's pissing away her great grandkids' inheritance. Trust me.
I can't wait to see Dave.
I
hope I get to suck his dick again.
If you've ever been in a casino,
give him a gummer.
You walk through the lobby of a casino and you see all of those progressive jackpots that are $101,000, and you see it looks like a gas gauge, like when you're at the gas pump.
Yeah. Why do you think it keeps going up? Why do you think it's moving right now?
There are hundreds of those in every casino on the face of the earth. Even the small shitty casinos in North Vegas or down there in Southern California, down in the Inland Empire in Indio. That shitty casino, and was it San Manuel? That shitty little casino is making bank hand over fist. So the idea that they would pay David Lee Roth $500,000 to play there for 5 or 6 shows, It's ridiculous. They have no problem writing that check. So he's not hurting for money.
You know
Well,
what surprised
think
me
about
the other
who-
day? Go ahead. Jeff.
Sorry, Dane. I was gonna say the mailman with the zipper unzipped on your end, but I was gonna say that you know, you have to think about this. Who appears in Vegas? Celine Dion, Britney Spears, Kiss. I mean, all massive acts that have residencies that pay a fortune to you know, to enhance Paulie's point. I mean, these are top line acts. These aren't struggling people. These are people that can fill residencies with people.
You know what surprised me the other day, driving home from LA, I'm out in the middle of the desert, and one of the casinos has a big billboard, and Jason Bonham is playing at the casino.
Because they're writing
There's
him a
no
check.
Sammy Hagar or any of those guys. It's just Jason. It shows him behind his drums doing one of these. I'm
And
like,
he's doing
wow.
and he's doing a cover band. It's Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. So it's him with 4 other guys in front of him just playing Led Zeppelin songs. And he's getting paid shitloads of money to do it.
Cool.
Because it's a lot like having
Julian Lennon.
Coca-Cola. Yeah, it's a lot like having Coca-Cola or Pepsi on the end cap of a supermarket. It brings people through the door.
Mhm.
So if 5,000 people come into Vegas for that weekend to see David Lee Roth's 3 or 4 shows that weekend, whatever it is, right, and 3,500 per show times 4 shows, you're still talking about, you know, 14,000 people. If 14,000 people come through town and every one of them drops $100, and they're going to spend $200 to $500 a night in food alone, not talking about tips, the casino's just going to, that's going to make their money back. When you think about what a band makes, think about what that show, let's say the place holds 3,000 people.
Mhm.
Let's say the average ticket price is $225 per ticket. 3,000 times 225. Go ahead and do the math.
55 grand.
All right.
60.
Now that's before everything else. That's before food. That's before merch. That's before hotels. That's before comps and all these other things that they're all gonna. And that's without sitting down at a table.
Mhm.
You
Which
know who
is
else
always
was on the
always a
billboard?
pocket bucker.
It made me laugh, but you know who else was on the billboard? It was Robin Thicke. He only had one hit from like 12, 15 years ago, and it was horrible. I laughed at that. I'm like, that guy's already in the casinos.
Yeah, but
Laugh your
he's
ass-
in those.
How much-
He's in
how
one
much
of
did
those
you make at the
casinos
Canyon
on
Club?
the outskirts of
doesn't have-
town.
How much did you make at the Canyon Club?
I made
Yeah.
$50.
How much do you
Yeah.
think Robin Thicke's making at that
I
casino?
know, but I just thought it was cool. I usually the guys in the casinos have been play REO Speedwagon type of bands. They've been out for
Yeah,
you know, 30
Journey or
years
someone.
now.
Yeah.
Those kind
Foreigner-
of bands. But to see
Foreigner will
somebody
play,
that had a
yeah.
hit song only 15 years ago, that's a big
Had a
stretch.
hit song. You don't
Yeah,
hear
he's
about him at
already
all
done.
anymore.
He's
Yeah,
already
Except
done.
for with Miley Cyrus, you know.
But you know who
Right.
else? You know who else packs him in at casinos? Believe it or not, Donnie fucking Osmond.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Donnie and Marie,
Yeah.
forget about
No,
it.
it's just
'Cause
Donnie
it's
Osmond.
that age group.
That age group. It's
Right.
going to be all
I agree.
middle-aged women,
Mm-hmm.
middle-aged women who have money to spend.
Donnie's still
Yeah.
looking good.
Mhm. You think so, Dane? You want me to set you up?
Sure.
People don't know about Donnie. Donnie partied with Metallica in the late 80s, early 90s. He was out doing-
I remember Donnie hanging in the heavy metal crowds a bit.
I kind of think
remember that.
Marie's
He
kind of
did.
hot.
he
I
did.
know.
He-
I remember that.
Marie's
I
super
remember
hot.
that.
Marie
Marie's
Osmond's
very,
super
very
hot. Yeah. And from what I understand, she dirty.
Ooh.
Some people, remember, to Mormon girls, blowjobs and anal ain't sex.
Wow.
Wow.
Salt Lake City,
Wow.
blowjob capital
And
of
she
the
already
Americas.
has like 10 kids too, doesn't she?
I'll give her another one. Still would, no problem.
I think she's
Wow.
No problem.
I think she's past that point, like menopause.
I'm
and all
willing to
that.
try. I'm willing to
I'm
make
telling
miracles
you-
happen.
I'm telling you, man, that wheelchair sex, you guys laugh at me with hooking up with Mary, but I'm telling you, just wheel it toward your crotch. Just, you know.
You made it
You
weird.
got
again.
wheel.
You
You
made
got
it weird.
wheels. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
wheels.
that's okay. That's okay.
made it- you made it
Hey,
weird.
listen, if there's no wheels, you just drag her. I don't care. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Now you're No,
Oh, something about Steel Panther down there. What's that say?
Like Steel Panther says, eating ain't cheating. So get into that. Grandma's
Eating
not
ain't
just
cheating.
grandma's not just good cooking. Grandma's good looking.
that's a terrible
Yeah.
shocker. You're so
Yeah.
selfish. What about one for the kids? Two in the pink, one in the stink.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jay.
Nice.
For the
Yeah.
kids.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. Ellie's like, the kids.
It's 10:46 on a school night. She's asleep.
By the way, Cecil Music brings up a very interesting point, which is true. I forget what it was, but Greg Giuffria made a lot of money making something for slot machines. Was it some security thing, or I forgot what was it? Do you know, Paulie? Do you remember this?
Nope, but I know that Greg Giuffria has fuck you money from outside the music industry.
And
Which
and
is
it
really
is
good
from
because
it
he's
is
been a-
from it is
He's
from
been fairly
working
mediocre
Vegas
in the music
machines.
industry.
It is from something with slot machines. I forget what it was, whether it was something that helps them not be tampered with or something like that. But I remember reading about this, that Greg Giuffria made a fucking fortune coming up with something that had to do with slot machines.
Still not the greatest outside of music moneymaker ever was Mike Nesmith. His mother invented whiteout.
Oh, whiteout was the big one for sure.
Michael Nesmith's mother invented whiteout. Tom Schultz was essential in the development of the Polaroid one-step camera.
No, go back. Who's Michael? What's his name?
Nesmith is of the
Nesmith is?
Monkees. He's of the Monkees.
Oh,
the band
okay,
The
the
Monkees.
Monkees.
The
The guitar
60s
player.
The 60s band. What was the Monkees? 60s?
Yeah.
1960?
Is he the guy that wore the cap?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
And actually very talented musician.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he was in the Monkees, so there was no chance for him to show his talent. It's tough to come back from that.
As
He
in,
did a lot of
hey,
cool
we're
stuff.
we're the. Speaking of making a fortune from coming up with something wonderful, could we just for a second talk about Colonel's delicious gourmet popping corn? A
Nope.
step above regular popcorn. Delicious Colonel's gourmet popping corn. Shay, the owner of Colonel's gourmet popping corn, is rolling in money right now because him and his family have come up with the most delicious way of coming up with recipes for popcorn. Fresh, delicious gourmet popcorn. They pop up bigger, fluffier, more delicious. Colonel's gourmet popping corn and more. They have nuts, candy, snacks, sugar-free candy, chocolates, all sorts of things. And when you mention Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon, Colonel's gourmet, huh? What was that?
Fire.
There you go. Colonel's will send you more product.
You don't
More
have to
popcorn?
write until like Wednesday.
More popcorn, more chocolate, more candy, more nuts. Holy hell. Go to Colonel's Gourmet Popping Corn and more and check out, get something delicious. Get something for me. Get something for Mama Mancuda. Mama Mancuda's ready for some more Colonels. Every time Charles Green sends her some or Shay sends her some, Mama Mancuda's like, I would love some more Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn. And I love their cashews and I love their popcorn. Delicious. Excuse me. That was delicious. I mentioned Jason Hannon, and I get more popcorn. Colonel's delicious gourmet popping corn, the favorite of Mama Mancuda. That's right. Thank you, Colonel's.
It's delicious.
Really is good stuff. Shay's rolling in it. He's going to open his own casino. Look at this, these guys. I got to take a shit during the plugs. Look at this. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, they're shutting the doors.
Everything's out. Look at this. The whole place. Burglar. Oh, that's Dane.
Back there playing with the lights.
Wait a minute. Dane, is that a 5150 back there?
Yeah, 5150 cab.
Yeah.
How much tonight?
I'm not shipping it.
Why? You're not going to pay for it.
Somebody send it to me.
There we go.
That's how it works.
Let's take a look at some of the other.
You know what? When Music Therapy Laz was in here last week, you should have asked him to buy it, put it in his car. He would have drove it out to you. He lives in your neighborhood.
He actually does.
You just got to get somebody from your neighborhood to come in.
Next time.
I don't like kernels at all. I don't like popcorn. I don't like nuts. I don't like chocolate. I don't like none of that stuff. I don't even like good music. Meh. I prefer to get my popcorn on the floor of the movie theater I sneak into. It's already sticky and salty and buttery the way I like it, like toffee. Yum.
Thank you, David Crosby. But the rest of us will go to Colonel's Gourmet Popcorn. There we go. Thank you, Colonels. Let's say hi to some of our other sponsors because it is time for Show and Tell Guitar, brought to you by those kind folks at Swiss Picks. Swiss Picks, the greatest gripping guitar picks made. Look at those raised holes. Really good. This is, yeah, unlike the raised hole in the back of Dane Zimmerman's guitar shop there that you put your PP in. Dane's going there now. Dane's going there now. Paulie's fucking an acoustic. Why not? So there you go. Swiss Picks, the greatest gripping guitar pick ever. This is the Jason Becker Blue Cheese edition. Get that because it helps our buddy Jason. There
Love you,
go.
Jason.
Swiss Picks, greatest guitar pipping.
Guitar
Guitar
pimp. Wait a minute. You just came up with something.
pimping. Guitar pimping. Guitar
pimps.
pimping. Guitar pimping. If you're a pimp, you want to use Swiss Picks. Absolutely. Check those out. Swiss Picks. Go there. There it is. What's that website, Johnny? SwissPicks.com.
SwissPicks.com. Little yellow, different, better.
Or other colors. They have in pink and green. You should also get, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you should get the pink ones. These beautiful and support breast cancer awareness. There you go. Thank you, Swiss Picks. Let's also, speaking of pink, breast cancer awareness, Vinum custom pickups. Look at these pink beauties right here. All right there. Look at that. That's a Mancuda custom right there. But they make all sorts of custom wound. You could have your own custom pickup made by Craig Vinum over at Vinum Custom Pickups, because that's what Craig does. He hand winds the most beautiful, wonderful sounding boutique pickups out there, and he will make whatever you want. You want something like a JB, but less muddy. You want something like a DiMarzio Super Distortion, but a little brighter. Just tell him. Tell Craig Vinum you were sent from John Mancuda at Talking Guitars and 80's Metal Live, and he will take good care of you. Vinum Custom Pickups, the best boutique guitar pickup out there on the market right now. And Johnny, what do you do when you want to kill switch? What do you do?
Who
would you go to? Who would you go to when you want the best kill switch out there?
When I want the best,
the most durable one that the pros use, Johnny, like yourself.
I go to Tessie Switch.
You go to Tessie Switch. That's right.
I'm actually on their website.
There you go.
Talk about an endorsement.
Talk about an endorsement. I'll tell you what. I know that Alice Martinez loves Tessie Switch. In fact, she's probably going to that website right now, as everyone should after the show. Tessie Switch, the makers of the greatest, most professional, most durable kill switches on the market. And if you just want to hot rod your whole guitar, you want to get brass blocks, you want to get custom nuts, you want to get titanium blocks, you want noiseless springs, you want a titanium trem, you want to really, really get the most out of your guitar, you know where you go, Johnny? You go to fu-tone.com. FU Tone, the greatest hot rod company out there. Listen, between this whole channel, between FU Tone and Vinum Custom Pickups and Tessie Switch, you could customize one fuck of a good guitar. I mean, Jesus Christ, between those three, you got everything you need. You got everything you need. You got your pickups, your kill switch, and then fu-tone.com covers everything else. fu-tone.com when you want to hot rod your guitar. Those are the guys that are sponsoring our show and tell guitar today, which because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, again, October, get your mammogram. This guitar is pink, and it's not the guitar behind me, which is a BC Rich Gunslinger. But, ladies and gentlemen, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a pink guitar, beautiful, beautiful. Johnny, if you please. Look at that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, right there.
Oh, I gotta do that. Dude, when'd you get that?
Let me know when you're locked in.
Let's see, is this it? Got it.
Okay, this bad boy, this neon pink monster.
Dane, get in here. Look at this.
This is a Generation 1 of the Kramer Stage Master. Look at that, Dane. Look at that beautiful thing.
That is nice, man. I love that kind of stuff.
That's sweet, right? Neon pink, screaming neon pink. This thing is as pink, pink, pink as you can get. Why, Dane? For what?
Screaming neon pink.
Screaming for penis. Yeah, this
Breast
because it's-
Cancer Awareness.
Because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If you're watching and you're to do with Kiesel guitars, this is pink. This is pink. It's not fucking dead salmon dog boner pink. This is real pink. This is neon 80s pink. This is a Kramer Stage Master Generation 1. This was Kramer's first neck through guitar entry. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
John, can you knock it against the microphone for me, please?
Tone for days. Yeah, I can knock it against the mic. Hold on one second.
Tone for days. Oh.
There you go. I have
You made it
knocked
weird.
it against the mic.
You made it
That
weird.
that also is neck through. Right now, my mother is like, "Oh, there goes the family's good reputation." Okay, so
Wait, what?
back to this bad boy. This is a 19.
Somewhere John Biel's like, what the fuck just happened?
This is a 1986 Kramer Stage Master Generation 1. This was their first neck through guitar.
You said that already.
I know.
You know what you
Wait,
should
I'm
do
there.
now? You know what you should do now is randomly mention smoking.
This is why you shouldn't drive drunk. Okay. So here you go. Look at that beautiful.
That's the actual color of Mary's panties from last week.
No, this is more neon glowing. It's hard to capture neon on camera, you know? But let me tell you something. If I turned off the lights and put a black light on this, you would be all about it. That it was
going to be about race,
just
man.
glowing.
It looks like
Glowing.
It's the,
Yes, I was going to bring this up. I was waiting like the last few weeks to bring this guitar on, and I'm missing strap locks for it, and they're on the way, but they just didn't get here. And finally, I'm like, you know what? It's October. I got to do pink guitars for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, raise awareness. And lo and behold, they're not here. So I'm doing it without it, but there will be 2 chrome Dunlops on there. Or are they Shaler? Maybe they're Shalers. I forgot what it is that I ordered, but there will be 2.
They should be Shaler.
Basically, what should they be? Shaler?
They should be Shaler. Well, that's what would have come with that guitar.
That's what it is. I ordered vintage old new stock of chrome Shalers. Then.
By the way, who the hell was the person that says I'm 4'11"?
What are you talking? Who the
What's
fuck?
up, guys?
Oh, what's up, guys? Said that. There you go.
Wait a minute. Who's this?
4'11".
Oh.
That's Rocky Dennis. Rocky Dennis.
What's up, guys? 4'11".
Rocky Dennis.
That would make me Udo.
And no, I already have strap locks coming on. I already have strap locks coming on. So there'll be chrome strap locks on this within days. But look, either way, it's going back to stock with the exception of this beautiful Bill Lawrence pickup that is in there. Look at that. Vintage
Bynum in there.
Vintage Bill Lawrence. Vintage Bill Lawrence. Vintage Bill Lawrence is staying in there. Those Vinums are going into a white guitar.
No, they're
Snow
not.
White. Yes, they are.
Yes, they
are.
Again, about race with you.
Yes, they are. They're going into a white guitar. This one, however, has a double cream Bill Lawrence, vintage Bill Lawrence, and it sounds fantastic. Now, again, remember, these old Kramers have vintage Floyd Roses on them. This was the only company at the time that had to deal with Floyd Rose. If you wanted a Jackson or Charvel or BC Rich with a Floyd Rose, they would install it, but you had to bring them a loose Floyd. But Kramers had the run on them. So this is an original Floyd. Nice chrome knob. Beautiful, beautiful bound ebony board with, look at these cool diamond inlays. Isn't that neat? They only had those inlays on the Stagemaster in 86. And this is when, you got the Kramer logo at the bottom. And this was when the Stagemaster first came out. So they didn't yet switch to the archtop Stagemaster, which was a year later. You can see this is a bound flat top. Well, it's a flat top with a bound neck and headstock. That binding goes all the way around. That white binding looks amazing with the neon pink. I just love that. Ebony board. Back when you could get really black ebony. Really, really cool. Look at that. And again, tone. You want tone? Abso-fucking-lutely. Because it's a neck through fucking Kramer. Plays amazing. Kramer Stagemasters, if you haven't played them, old Kramer necks, I love them. And the Stagemasters was a real honey of a guitar. Deep cuts, real nice feel, nice feeling D-shaped neck, really good overall feel on them, and not very heavy. This one's probably in the 7.5 pound range. Let's see, tuners. Let's see, what do we have? Shalers or these?
John Biel, what are those?
No, I'm trying to read. They're German.
They're probably Schallers.
They are Schallers. The German Schallers. The German Schallers. Yeah. So, and those are factory. Those are stock. I mean, basically, this guitar is stock, except for the pickup change. They originally came with like a Duncan JB, something like that. But I love this double cream Bill Lawrence that came in it right now. So there you go. So that is today's Breast Cancer Awareness Show and Tell guitar. The first one of many in October. We will have other pink guitars in the next couple of weeks in honor of breast cancer awareness. So remember, tell everyone you know, get a mammogram scheduled. No joke. This is the month. I'm going to beat it into your head. Breast cancer awareness. 1986 Kramer Stagemaster for your viewing pleasure. You notice this has the one size logo. This is just before the pyramid logo, by the way, that started in 87. There you go. So there you go. Today's show and tell guitar. Nice. Very cool. Let's see what else we got. Let's talk about Johnny Ramone of the Ramones recently sold his guitar. Did you hear about this, Johnny?
I think yes, maybe
$750,000. Ka-ching, baby! Very historic guitar. Johnny, can you bring up a photo of that?
Wait, I just typed Johnny Beane. Hang on.
Johnny Beane just sold his old Music Man for $750,000. And False Flag brings up a good point about that Kramer. That is 1986, the beginning of the period where Kramers were made in conjunction with ESP. They sent over the bodies, and they were assembled, finished, and added parts in America. That's why it's called the Kramer American series, because they used the body parts from Japan, from ESP, which were incredibly good quality. I like those very much. And that's a good point. Thank you, False Flag.
Oh, crap. Thank you, False Flag. I just hit the wrong button. All right, so we're gonna assume it was this guitar.
It's white and beat up, and $750,000. There it is. That's it, baby. $750K.
Wow.
So for those that don't think the Ramones have a following, and by the way, if you haven't left a thumbs up on the video, please take the time to leave a thumbs up.
Yeah, I like to say smash that thumbs.
Smash that goddamn thumbs up. What do you
Because
think me about? Smash the damn thing.
When you say, "Hey, don't forget to leave," they might just click off right away because that's the last thing I heard you say.
That's what they're waiting for.
Well, we've already lost like 20 people.
Yeah, just smash the fucking thumbs up for God's sake. Once they see the guitar, they're like, I don't need to smash nothing. I'm gonna go smash some potatoes.
Smash the guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. It's $750,000 down the drain for somebody. And let's talk about Ozzy Osbourne's new album that he's working on also, featuring, get this, Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, Tony Iommi, and Zakk Wylde are all playing with Ozzy on his new upcoming album. How fucking great is that? How fucking great is that? I mean, Ozzy's last album had a lot of interesting collaborations. You had, Post Malone, and he's working with producer Andy Watt. But this new album, Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, Tony Iommi, Zakk Wylde, that's pretty wild. That Ozzy writes the song and he asks them to play on it, and people are like, "Yep, I'm in." He's Ozzy Osbourne. Who wouldn't jump into that opportunity? Gus G was asked recently, "Hey, would you go back to Ozzy's band?" He's like, "What guitarist wouldn't?" I mean, that really makes sense. I mean, think about it. Ozzy has had basically a who's who. Played with Tony Iommi. He played with everyone fighting for the spot that Randy Rhoads got. Then after Randy's passing, who's who of guitarists wanted to take that spot. Eventually, you had Brad Gillis and Jakey Lee. Even Lynch played briefly there. I mean, pretty much everyone. And you got Zakk Wylde and Gus G. And everyone wants a shot to play with a legend like Ozzy Osbourne. Well, here you go. Zakk Wylde is in very good with Ozzy and Sharon, which obviously is very important to being good with Sharon because, she's got the pants and the penis in that family. And of course, Tony Iommi loves to go back. But, think about this. Jeff Beck and Eric Clapton. Those are out of left field, right, Johnny?
Those are legends. I mean, two of the first guitar heroes.
Yeah, and just like Ozzy is too. Legendary with that.
Guitar hero. Yeah. I'm sure Ozzy grew up listening to Jeff Beck and Clapton.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably.
Yeah, so think
I'm
about
sure he's
that.
heard of them.
Yeah, I think he's heard of him. Did I mention to smash the goddamn like button? If you haven't smashed the fucking like button right now, my mother's like, well, that sounds dangerous.
Uh-oh.
There's gunshots outside of Dane's store. There's smashing of like buttons. John, you got to be careful there with this thing with Johnny Beane. I don't know. It sounds very dangerous. Yeah, so there you go. So that's Ozzy Osbourne's new album. And that's pretty much what we got in the news this week, guys. Again, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Know your girls. Tell everyone you know the pink ribbon is out. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Actually, G. Bushnoff brings up a good point. Johnny Ramone's guitar sold for 740,000 pounds, which is actually 1 million American dollars. So I stand corrected on that. Thank you, G. Bushnoff. That's a really good point. That was sold in pounds. Yeah, so smash that like button.
Yes. Before you go anywhere.
Johnny's grabbing pussy. There you go.
Before you go anywhere, make sure to smash that thumbs up.
Yeah.
Not that other one.
No, not that other one.
Subscribe.
And remember, subscribe, smash the like button, and again, leave comments on the videos because we love reading comments on the videos. We love replying to you guys. We super appreciate you guys. We really, really, really do. So just want to say that because we never let it be not known how much we appreciate and care about our audience. That's why I'm talking about breast cancer awareness. Smash those boobies. Make sure that you like them. I mean, smash that like button and make sure you check your boobies. Yeah. Yeah. So that's
Hey, Glenn.
it. Let's see.
Glenn. Good to see you, man.
And thank you,
Glenn
Jesus.
LaFurman.
Oh, the great Glenn LaFurman.
Yeah.
Master photographer of rockers.
Yes.
In the chat. Thank you, Glenn.
Yes.
There you go.
And Sherman Callahan. I see it. Sherman sent a drawing that he has a lot of drawings that his friend does, I guess. And there's a drawing.
Isolate that. I can't see it. Isolate that.
A drawing that he has of Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, wow.
Right there.
That's great, man. That's really great. And thank you, Lenny, Lou, and Mary. Thank you, everyone, by the way, who expresses concern and love for Mama Mancuda. You know, she's going through some tough health stuff. So thank you, everybody. Really, really, from the bottom of my heart, very sincerely. You know, my mom loves everyone on the show. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And let's give thanks, Johnny, to our other awesome channel members who we treasure very much. Like Michael the Captain Smith, David Ennis, Wayno, Mike Neese, Richard Poole, Lenny Lou and Mary, Gargets Entertainment, Kurt 5150, Susan Silvestri, Mickey Settlemeyer, Joe Christian, Nicole Mrazek, Sean Boland, Stephen Franklin, Will Starr, our Habs, KXM Rock, David Shea Gormley, and Mrs. Gormley, Bozique, Crazy Cook 678, Carol Hatcher, False Flag, Margaret Scranton, Sean Silas, Trevor Burson, Jarhead Rock, and Hal Face, John Moronic. Now, did we say John Moronic? Is he on both lists?
I don't know. I think there's a similar name. Jarhead Rock rhymes with John Moronic.
Is it?
That's it. Yeah, they sound the same.
And Nicole Mrazek. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Nicole Mrazek rhymes with John Moronic.
Okay, so let's see. So let's also thank channel members Hal Face, John Moronic, James Gum, Hillary Lewis, Jim Nicholas, 802 Blues, Mr. BHB Jr., that's Bruce, Frog 5150, Pal Guitars, Dan Halen, Frank Corcoran, James G, Jeff T, R2R3 Locking Nut, Fernando Riley, Robot Master Switch, 6Chick71, Rick Green, the Chad, 2 Brain Cells, G-Man, Michael B, Thomas Santiago, Voodoo Child SJ, that is our buddy Sean Johnson in Louisiana, Brian Spalding, Fender Guru, Music Therapy Laz, Ghost BC Rich, 5150 TV, Jimmy Ray Hawkins, Hugh Caldwell, David Crosby is a dildo fucker. I am not. Yes, you are. Jesus Rapes Me, Randy Price, Steve Carmichael, James
Carmichael.
Carmichael, James S5150, Christopher Live, Sawa, Laguna Palms, Murphy, Steve Barton, All Dave, All Night, Tuba, Simon Hosford, Majestic BB, PB and J Cat, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
Okay, and you guys are noticing I'm putting a link in the chat. That's for a Johnny Beane raid. Our friends, British Electric Blues Show. They're live right now doing an Eddie Van Halen tribute.
Nice.
Jump over there. Say Johnny Beane raid in the chat. I'm going to jump over there. I'll see you. See you guys.
And remember everyone to remember Eddie Van Halen tomorrow in the 1-year anniversary of his passing, the most devastating event pretty much in our generation so far. And rest in peace, Eddie. We love you. We miss you dearly.
Yes, and I'll be live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific, for a tribute to Edward tomorrow morning.
There you go. It has been 1 year, and it's been a rough year, but we love you and we appreciate you. So thank you so much for watching Talking Guitars and 80s Metal Live. Rock on, everybody.
You guys rock.
Breast cancer awareness. Get those mammograms. See you next week. Love you.
Bye. Good night.